Pros Roundtable. Ben Bartelt, Brad Bartelt, I'm Rob Simmons. Tradition unlike any other, the League of Leagues. Welcome to hell, baby.
Welcome to hell, boys.
Welcome to hell.
Hello?
Welcome to hell.
This is year 13 of Hard Hat Lunch Pail. And these guys are somewhat newer into the league, but I hope lifelong.
Oh.
You know, it's like
you can't, once you're in hell, you can't leave hell.
No.
Yeah, that is true. You're kind of
It's
stuck
like
in hell.
Avatar, the Halo. Like you're like mated for life.
Yeah.
I am with you now, Sheik. We are mated for life.
You know, like
I mean, we're
mostly what
we're
I
bound
do
for
is
life,
I
baby.
fuck you in the ass and I give you AIDS. And then you can't leave me
Some of us
because
like
now
it.
we both have AIDS and like you can never find anyone else because you have AIDS.
You have AIDS. Yes, you have AIDS. I hate to tell you, boy, that you have AIDS. You got the AIDS.
Well, Magic Johnson.
They do have I know they have herpes dating websites, right? For like people that have herpes because it makes sense. And I know it's really
There's
weird.
definitely an AIDS one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For
It
sure.
has to
dude.
be.
Now, is it really
We'll
scummy
get
to
on
go
it.
on there and not have HIV?
Well, it's one way to get it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
you're
It's,
looking to
it's
get
really
it.
nothing anymore. You just take PrEP. You know what I mean? Step up, prep up.
Step up, prep up.
For kings, this queen, and you royals in between.
Step up.
I want a couple new guys in the league. I want to give a shout out. Welcome, Mark Spitzer. Spitz.
Finally.
Spitzy.
Gives awesome water reviews. Pretty good golfer. Pretty
yeah.
great guy.
He's not allowed to draw names anymore, though.
No.
That was bad. Spitz, I'm sorry, but it just can't happen
Alec.
anymore.
Alec. You remember Alec?
Baldwin.
Call him
Alec
Alec
Baldwin.
Baldwin.
Let's go. Baldwin.
His name is Baldwin. He has a bald twin. I sing to him all the time. And then also new member Jeff. So my buddy Jeff, who was a new member a couple years ago, got his buddy in now, whose name is Jeff. So I don't know if every one of his friends is just named Jeff. Who
Well, I
knows?
guess if your name's Jeff and you're looking for a basketball league, you know where to join.
Yeah.
Appreciate
So
it.
welcome. You're gonna
Jeff
love
squared.
this league. It is entertaining. It is
Keeps you on your toes, that's for sure.
I
I'll say
want
that.
I want everyone to stick in though, because we have 3 people that always rotate out every year. It's like we have a course 6 or 7.
Yeah, that is true.
And I want to shout out Sprague because I'll tell you a little tale about Sprague real quick.
He didn't get the first pick this year.
Super small dick.
You're not the only one who got one.
You mean Bobby's got a baby dick too?
But besides that, okay, it works. It's useful. He has been playing in my fantasy leagues. My football league for about 8 years. He played in my baseball league for 5 years. He's been playing in this since like 2011. The guy grinds. He tries. He always gets the top 2 pick. He's only won like 1 title in all those years.
It was COVID year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Because he
was.
beat me out,
Yeah.
and then COVID happened.
And
remember
in those years, in all those leagues, I have probably won 11 titles. But it's not like he's bad. Sprague is like a competitor, dude. I fear his
Oh, yeah.
teams. He's savvy. He pays attention.
Hey, Sprague.
Like, yeah, what's up, Sprague? But all right, we're gonna get into this. We're gonna
quick one more thing.
yeah.
Sprague did this draft at 1 a.m. in Paris.
Yeah.
Shout out
Shout out
Sprague.
Sprague. That is solid determination.
It is.
I'm thoroughly impressed.
You see
Sprague.
what I'm talking about Sprague? Like he
Kudos
fucking
to
goes
you,
for
Sprague.
it, dude.
Kudos
And,
to you.
That's some loyalty to this guy here, Sprague.
It is. Sprague. He's for some
Sticking
reason
with
he
him all
likes
these
me.
years.
I don't know why.
In his shitty leagues, too, that's some balls, Sprague.
Yeah, I'm such a shady commissioner. You know, like I
Yeah, cheater.
tailor every
He's
rule
a
to
cheater.
me, and that's why I win.
Waivers.
I mean, taking back the first pick in this draft, that's no takes his back.
Yeah, Jeff, Jesus Christ. No, when you're on the clock, you son of a bitch. Okay, we're going to go 10-1, just like we do the draft order. He had the 10th pick, he had the 9th pick, I had the 8th pick. We're going down. We're going to go chunks of these teams. We're going to go down the first 5, the second 5, third 5, and fourth 5. 20-man rosters. I'm going to put the scoring up here. It's a points league. Pretty much set up like fantasy football. It'll be
45
great.
starts a week.
45 starts a week max.
If you go over, you lose points.
If you go over, you get murdered.
that
you
is
just
true.
get HIV.
If you ignore your league and don't set your roster, Rob kicks you out and banishes you
I
to
kill
actual
you.
hell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, you're getting killed regardless. So
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
know
No,
that.
I just blow
Keep
up
that in
your
the
mailbox.
back
Beat
of your
him,
mind.
he kills you.
I just blow
If
up your
you
mailbox.
Ignore it, you kill him.
There's a lot of things. All right, we're going to go over his team. We're going to get a chance to speak. Whenever we talk about one of ours, it's us, the other 2 talking, and then you get to defend it later.
Get it out
So,
early, though.
We'll
'cause
go
he had
for
10,
his,
9,
his
8.
top 5 here. Brad, 10th pick. Tyrese Halliburton, Kevin Durant, DeJounte Murray 30th, Jimmy Butler 31st, and then DeAndre Ayton at 50. I'm gonna let you kick it off there, Benny. What do you think?
I mean, obviously, you keep bringing up the point about Kevin Durant sitting out. For anybody listening, I'm going to negate this right away because of the 65-game minimum for awards. I don't think it's plausible to say, like, these people aren't going to play.
It's not just
It's a
sitting out
bad
though; he
pick.
gets hurt every year. So.
Well, okay, that's the last couple of years. You can say that a lot of people get hurt every year.
He averaged 80 last year, 79 points a game last year. So when he plays, he is
Obviously, you
on
know what
par to
you're
what
getting.
you want from a top 10
Exactly.
pick.
You know what you're getting with Kevin Durant.
You do.
When
He's
he
a
plays.
stud. I love Kevin Durant. It's fun to watch. He'll have 40-point games.
Exactly.
Halliburton fell way farther than he probably should have.
I did notice that. thought
Because
about
he
it,
averaged 84 last year, double-double, 20 and 10 with 10 assists, which is awesome.
True.
And that's an up-and-coming team. Like, I love Halliburton. He's not the sexiest player in the world,
But,
right?
I mean, it helps when you can get, obviously a number one option like Halliburton.
Yeah. I mean,
that
I pass
level
on him for Sabonis, for instance, just because I
passed on
I don't
for
see
Curry, so-
a world where Halliburton averages 100. I do see the Sabonis 100. I do, because it's
Fair.
possible, right?
That's
He
fair.
can average 12 boards, 7 assists, and 23 points.
Yes. I mean, Halliburton can, get his double-double, but it could be 10 points and 12 assists.
So, DeJounte Murray in the third. He went 15th last year and kind of disappointed because the year before, if you remember, with the Spurs, guy was all-world,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
He was Russell
That
Westbrook.
was his top
a poor
year,
man's
yeah.
Russell Westbrook. Now, I feel like last year it was a little weird with just the fit, and he didn't really know how he fit in with Trae Young. Last
I
year
think
he
it will be
averaged
different this
he
year.
averaged 69 points a game, and it was 20 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, which are low for the counting stats for him. I feel like he is a 7-7 guy possibly.
Yeah. Well, I can see it.
Um,
100%. I mean, he's just one of the, like you said, a poor man's Russell Westbrook. He
Yeah.
goes after the stats. Again, you know what you're getting with DeJounte Murray. It'll definitely be a better year for him this year because he's got another year meshed with Trae Young. So
Now, Jimmy Butler, also his hairstyle, his every year hairstyle is
Yeah.
insane. I like
Come on,
that.
we
That
love
is the
emo
whole.
Jimmy.
That is the whole reason I picked him there. Just so you know.
Jimmy Butler averaged 69 a game last year. Does the same thing every year. 23. He had 23 points. What was it? 6 and 5. So doesn't shoot threes. But he's a stuff and things guy, ultimate guy. Eventually, though, he does have to fall off. But we've been saying that for years about Tom Brady. I'm not going to put him in the same category as Tom Brady and LeBron James. But he's 34 years
Jimmy
old.
can be up there.
Bro, he just does it though. It doesn't matter. He's
Yeah, I
a
agree.
grinder, dude.
Yeah, he is
on grinder.
he's the
hot profile.
he is the grinder in the league. I would say that.
So, do you like this pick there at 31, or you think it's too early?
No, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's still
Safe
got
and
something
steady.
to prove. They've lost the finals 2 straight years. He's coming for blood this year.
2 of the last 3.
He is.
Same thing.
He is. And then Ayton rounding it out. He
you
takes
have your
Ayton every year. He
opinions
loves
about Ayton.
loves Ayton. Averaged 60 a game last year, 61.
New team.
New team. It's going to go up for sure.
Yeah.
My only concern is Portland has a top 3 lowest win total in Vegas right now. So he is their best player. So when they are, way under 500, what is the incentive to play him?
True, but at
He's got
that
a lot to
point-
prove, too.
At that point, you're playing a 23 or however old he is to just get
4,
him
I
better.
think.
He also has coined his own nickname, Dominating.
Dominating, baby.
Which, again, I'm not about player. Shaq. Remember how Shaq did that for years?
Yeah.
Every year he had a new nickname that he gave himself. Now, Shaq pulls it off because it's fucking Shaquille O'Neal. Ayton maybe should not make his own nickname. Because,
But he's got it tattooed on his back like a jersey.
But DeAndre Ayton is tried and true. So many playoff series. He's been good. I don't mind that pick.
I think it's a consistent pick there.
Next 5, we have Zach LaVine at 51, Walker Kessler at 70, Cameron Johnson at 71, Marcus Smart at 90, and Draymond Green at 91. That's rounding out his starting lineup, essentially, his top 10. I really actually wanted Zach LaVine. He's just a chucker, dude, and that's
Yeah.
what this league's all
Yeah.
about.
This league definitely favors
I've been
it,
trying
so
for years to get him.
It's a good pick. I had him last year. So.
I tried to trade for him last year. Tried to draft him like 3 years before that. Every year, just never got the chance.
The negative is LaVine is he could be traded, but DeRozan's way more likely to
Yeah,
be traded.
yeah.
And either of these guys get traded, they go to a contender, they definitely fall off, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if DeRozan is traded, and you're looking at Zach LaVine only showing town, he's a 75-point guy.
Well, it was like that when he was there before DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah.
That's how it exactly was.
So I do like
Chuck
that
and
pick.
Megan.
Walker Kessler, I am lukewarm on. What do you think, Ben?
I don't mind it. I mean, obviously it's the easy double-double.
Yeah, averaged 48 last year, but I'm not going to count that because he didn't come into his own until halfway through the year. So I think he was more of a. We had an issue with the trade last year.
Well, I mean, shit,
with
dude.
him.
You had
He's a 60
Lowry.
guy.
You had Lowry starting out averaging 40 and 20 every game at the start of the year last year.
He's a 60 guy, which he's safe center. Cameron Johnson, 71. Now, this one is a little weird.
That one definitely is a lot more upside.
Because Brooklyn just has a lot of guys. You know, they
do.
don't really have a number one. You got Dinwiddie, you got Cameron Johnson, you got
Mikal Bridges.
Mikal
Bridges
Bridges
is their one.
Yeah, but he's not really a traditional one,
I know.
right? Like, so they don't really have a one.
But look what he did last
They
year.
have
as
Nick
the one.
Claxton. But Cameron Johnson is a 3-and-D guy that does get his own shot.
He's going to
You know
get
what
his
I mean?
points, no matter what.
But is there upside at 70 overall with him? That's what I'm saying.
To me, it was a little early, but again, you see the upside, so at that point, you're just taking the gamble that he's going to do good on a shit Brooklyn team.
Marcus Smart, 90. Now, I don't know how to feel about this pick because I feel like it's going to be great the first 25 games. Like, for real. Because it's Marcus Smart, you know he's a fucking dog.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, someone's got to fill in for Pow Pow.
But then what happens when John Morant gets back? He's still going to get his 30 minutes a game, right?
Well, at that point, yeah, I mean, I think Marcus Smart could still potentially be a starting two in Memphis. They could shake up that lineup because they have no Steven Adams.
Right.
So, I mean,
Small ball.
truthfully,
Jackson plays the
without
five.
Steven Adams, I see Marcus Smart as
He could rebound.
definitely a good
you know?
pick of where it was.
Draymond Green, 10th, 91st overall in this
8
league.
points, 8
You know,
rebounds,
he's
8
going to get
assists.
his 5 triple-doubles a year, which is going to make his stats, dude.
Yeah.
He's at any given time can
Hey.
score 120.
8
He's
points,
going
8
to
rebounds,
average
8
around
assists.
55, but like that's not bad. 10th overall, man. It's Draymond Green.
Yeah.
Does the rubber hit the road at some point with him, with the mileage, with everything else, and with Chris Paul? That was my concern because I was looking at Draymond Green. I was like, you know, he had all those assists before. Where like, is he going to have those with Chris Paul in town?
True.
That is the concern with
that is
Draymond Green.
very
But, I
true.
mean,
But I mean, it's also Draymond Green.
heart of a champion, dude.
Exactly.
I mean, the guy gets his offensive stats.
It's another Jimmy Butler just type grinder. Just
Okay,
that's all he
11
does.
through 15, we have Jordan Clarkson, Aaron Gordon, Jacob Pirtle,
Jakob.
Jakob Pirtle, Gary Trent Jr., and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. So these are his bench guys that he's going to have to be playing most of the time. Jordan Clarkson, Chucker, love it. You know, 28 minutes
Had
off the
him
bench.
last year.
He's
killer.
fine.
He's their starting point guard.
Killer. Same. I mean, honestly,
Averaged
Caldwell Pope
55
same way.
last year. Aaron Gordon, he is a cog in that offense. He overperformed last year for sure, but like that guy's a pro.
Yep.
I feel like a safe 50 bet. Pirtle. Now, I like that just because it's weird because he could get phased out on some of the kind of how Valanciunas gets phased out on these small ball games.
True.
You're looking at 13th round.
But
there.
at that point, also, that's all Toronto's got.
Gary Trent. I don't like it.
I'm not a big
He
fan
averaged
of him.
48 last year. He does chuck. He shoots threes. At this point, what are we talking about though? He can get hot though. You know, he's a Norman Powell type.
I'm just not a big fan of Gary Trent. Sorry, Gary Trent, if you're watching this. but
Caldwell Pope. I mean, is what it is. I
what
don't
you're getting with
know
Caldwell.
when he averaged 39 last year, so it's like he has no real path to being great.
True, but he's just
No
looked at
Bruce
as
Brown.
one of the shooters. So,
Right, and then we'll go through his last picks here. Harrison Barnes, Terry Eason, who's out for a while, El Horford, Javon Carter, who could be the starting point guard in Chicago,
Never know.
and Kenyon Martin Jr., who I've always kind of liked. Not bad. We're not going to go over his bottom five very much. Brad, what do you have to say about your team? Any issues? Do you like it?
I like it. I feel good, especially with Marcus Smart at ninth pick. Like you said, that first 25 games that John Morant's out, he's going to be a starting point guard. And after John Morant comes back, no Steven Adams now. I think he'll find his way into the starting lineup. The Draymond Green pick was iffy. I was hoping Bobby Portis would fall to my next pick, but he didn't. He got him at the next pick. Jordan Clarkson, I like. He's starting point guard there. He beat out Colin Sexton for that starting spot. They had him be the main ball handler, and he still chucks. Gary Trent Jr., I get the hesitation on him, but, they lost Fred VanVleet, and that was 5 3 attempts a game. Someone's got to fill it, and it's going to be between Schroeder and Gary Trent Jr. And honestly, Gary Trent Jr. is a better statistical shooter than he is. Al Horford was a misclick. I was reading through some other people, and my time ran out, so I auto-picked him.
Oh.
Go Horford.
So how would you rate your team? We'll give you the first. With everything said, how would you rate it?
Out of 10, I'm going to give it a 8.7.
Okay, 8.7. You?
8.7 with a chance to get up to that 9.95 range.
I'll probably go flat 8.0.
I'm going 7.5. It's a good team. It'll be competitive, and depending on your moves, I just don't see elite upside with your Butler, your Ayton, your Levine, Those guys are steady as hell, 65, right? And then like Halliburton, Durant. There's with the 10th pick, it's hard because you're not going to get a stud. You're not going to get a top 5
I got
guy.
a stud.
Halliburton, yeah, you're just not going to get. You're not
Halliburton's
going to get a.
You're just not. You're
I
not
get
gonna
your hating
you're
on
not gonna
Kevin
get the
Durant,
stud.
but
Yeah. No,
you know what,
I
man?
love Kevin Durant.
All these guys, all those top 5 picks, those are going to be 60+ points a game every night.
Yeah, yeah.
That's going to be high up there.
So I did the math though, and so the first round you're looking at, you want a 90 guy. Second round you want a guy almost touching 80. Third round is like low 70s. Fourth round is 67.
Yeah.
Fifth round is
But
60.
also at that
10th
point,
pick, that's hard to do.
yeah, it's
Right.
hard to do that with the bottom pick because you're going back to back. At that
No,
point,
you
you're
have two
getting
80s.
You're getting
Two
2
80s,
high
yeah.
80s or something like that.
And then
That's what I
Murray
got.
and Butler are
Yeah.
both 70s. So yeah, it's on par.
I mean, it just falls the way you're drafting.
Yeah.
Okay,
This
we're gonna go
draft
over
was
to
hell,
Ben's
just so everyone
team.
knows. It was hell.
Ben's team, 9th. Ben, shut your fucking mouth. He went old steadies to start. Stephon Curry at 9. Like him, he's okay. I hear he shoots pretty well.
Yeah.
LeBron James at 12. Desmond Bain at 29. Karl Anthony Towns, the pussy, at 32. And Josh Giddey rounding it out at 49.
Come on, man, you don't like Cat?
Pipe down.
He killed me last year. All right, Steph Curry, you get what you
Took
get.
your boy Giddy.
90 fucking points. The upside of those huge games of 8 threes. LeBron James, it's the same to the Tom Brady thing. Like we say he's going to fall off. He won't fall off. As long as he can play 70 games, which he has to. He needs to win this ring. He needs position in the West. You cannot have that team be a 6 seed.
No.
You see what happens there. You lose. You don't have home court
Yep.
advantage. Can't have that. Desmond Bain. Now, the whole Memphis situation is crazy because I love Desmond Bain.
Really odd situation.
And
At
Desmond
least
Bain,
the first third of the season.
even so, where would you draft Desmond Bain if John Morant was playing the whole year? Let's just
Playing the
get
whole
that
year,
out.
he'd be back end of the 4th, top of the 5th.
Because he averaged 64 last year,
Yeah.
and he probably will take a step anyway.
Yeah.
Because the guy is a little fucking bulldog, dude. But he also plays it too. He shoots threes. I like
TCU
him.
player, baby.
I like him. 65 last year. I see him being a 70 year
Very-
long, but almost 80 when he is out.
Very, very good 3rd round pick at 29. That was a very solid pick.
It was a savvy pick, right?
Very savvy pick.
And I like the shooting guard, small forward eligibility is beautiful.
Yep.
You can play every position that you
Yep.
have, essentially.
Absolutely.
Absolutely!
Finally.
Bain always motherfucking plays all the positions. Karl Anthony Towns, 30 seconds. As much as I want to hate on the pick, I was going to take him over Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
I had the pick right after. More upside than Jaylen Brown has. A little more downside just because of his injury proneness, and he's
Well,
just a bitch.
here's the thing with Cat. You didn't get as much of a taste. We got a taste of it last year, right? When he was playing with Rudy Gobert, he played more. He played the 4, so he was able to stay out on the perimeter more. That's why he won the 3-point contest. The dude can chuck threes. He can make threes. So
Yeah.
that's good for this league. Obviously, with the scoring, you guys will see threes are of value.
So you
with
got
Rudy,
just a taste.
Rudy, yeah, you got
so
just
it's
a
like
taste.
you're sucking it off, and you get the pre-cum.
Yep.
You don't get the whole cum.
Just the head.
Then the dab walks in. You got to stop, right?
Because Cat never busts in your mouth.
No,
You never bust, period.
No. Well,
So-
this year we'll see if he can stay
He
healthy.
busts.
If he can stay healthy, dude, this is going to be a Ron,
time.
The man
Ron
probably
Jeremy
has
watch.
huge cum shots. I mean, he's got to be huge.
It's gonna be a big
He's 7
load.
foot tall, African American.
I like the Josh Giddey pick. I think he'll be almost a double a game guy with points and assists.
Triple double, man. I mean,
He
he
could be.
averaged 8 rebounds and 6 assists last year.
He got a lot more rebounds last year though because Chet was out. They didn't really have a true
yeah, and there's
center.
just
It
so
was
many
Nerlens
guys
Noel.
there. But like he's
Yeah.
savvy, man. Like,
His rebound numbers are going to drop, but it'll be up there. He'll get 4 or 5 a game.
Hey, y'all remember the first one ever? Giddey's rookie year, I took him 16th round. I was touting him all on this pod,
Yep.
and he ended up getting hurt. But like, I love Josh Giddey. I love his game. It's a poor man's Luka Doncic game. Is what it is.
Yeah.
Just not what the offense, right? But he can play a little low.
He can.
Okay, 6 through 10, we have Sengun,
Sengun,
Alperen Sengun,
Sengun.
Anthony Simons, Nicholas Claxton, Russell Westbrook, and Bobby Portis. So this is where this team loses it a bit for me. Although I'm a Sengun guy, I love him. There is just so much. So I was all
He's
about
gonna be
Jabari
starting
Smith. I
center.
wanted 100%. But you have Dylan Brooks who chucks. Okay.
Trash.
Van Fleet, better point guard than they have, but still chucks. And Jalen Green chucks. Jabari Smith is going to be part of that rotation. So I'm saying, where are the shots going to be?
Well, here-
And that's why I didn't reach on Jabari Smith as much as I love Jabari Smith. Love him. Do you like Jabari Smith or
Yeah,
no?
I do.
But like, that's why I didn't reach on Jabari Smith. Because I was like, where are the shots going to come? I can't reach on any of these guys because there's only one ball. and they don't play any defense.
They don't.
Houston's gonna be a fun team to watch. League pass, bro. Houston, 132 to 124 every game, right? But I don't care. There's still 5 guys that you have to like.
Yeah, with Sengun, he's more that like Chet Holmgren kind of like facilitating center, and especially with Van Vliet there now starting in the point guard spot, he's just the ball's not going to run through Sengun. It's going to run through Van Vliet, obviously. So
And Dylan Brooks.
Dylan Brooks isn't a facilitator; he's a chucker.
Yeah, he's got Chuck. I'm saying so. Like, there's just so many shots there.
That's
so,
the
like,
shots there. I'm talking like the
So
facilitating.
essentially,
point.
he took him 2 picks after you took Aiden. And I love Sengun. He's better for this league than Aiden is because he does shoot some threes. But Aiden is going to have all the shots he can handle. Sengun will have games where he has 9 shot attempts, which I'm not saying that's right. It's wrong. He should have more than that.
He should.
But he's going to have 9 or 10 shot attempts some games.
But he's going to get the rebounds. He's
Yeah.
going to get the putbacks. He'll get some assists every now and again because he can play out and shoot threes. So.
Simons. Now this one is.
I like it.
I love him. You know, he's been my boy for a long time. I love Simons. I'm very, very hesitant on the whole Portland situation just because of the team is a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
It's a cum dumpster.
Well,
and
I honestly, I know they're the 3rd lowest Vegas win total, and I know you love your Vegas odds.
I do.
They're going to be better than people think just because they have so many young players. It's just going to take them a while to mesh.
Right.
They're going to start the season off like shit. They're going to lose a lot of games early. Then they're going to start to mesh together, and towards the end of the year, they're not going to make the playoffs, obviously, but they're going to be a tough team to beat.
Let me ask you this. Can Scoot and Simons both eat?
Yes.
Okay. And Aiden eat?
Yeah.
Can I jump in here
Yeah,
real
you
quick?
can jump in.
You saw what Simons did with Damian Lillard there. Scoot
Yeah.
ain't going to be eating more than
Well, I
Damian
had him
Lillard.
last year. I love Simons.
He's not going to be eating more than Damian Lillard.
9th round.
You're
So
right.
obviously that's more for Anthony Simons.
I love the Simons pick. I think that Scoot's going to be the facilitator. Simons is going to be the perimeter shooter on the 2. Then you got Aiden on the inside, Jeremy Grant at the 4, and I don't even know who their 3 is, but...
You know what's crazy is that you have all my guys from the last couple of years. Kat, Josh Giddey, Sengun, who I had last year, Simons, and
Hey.
Nick Claxton.
Hey, I'm
okay?
just trying to follow in your footsteps, man.
Nick Claxton.
I just wanna be like you.
Nick Claxton's where I
I read
lose
an
it.
article where there was an issue with him. He averaged 60 last year, though. I love Nick Claxton.
Yeah.
12 and 9. Doesn't do anything else, really.
Yeah,
but he can
that's
block
the
some
only thing.
shots. But no, I mean, dude, in the 8th round, though, like, he is there.
He
They
coulda-
can't. He can play small ball, like, as a center. He is
Yeah.
an athletic motherfucker
I
that
mean-
can play small ball lineups, right?
Here's the thing. I would have taken Gobert over Claxton just because he eats up rebounds. He averages
And it's
14
Rudy
a game,
Gobert.
And it's Rudy Gobert. I think Claxton could have lasted till mid to late 9th. So you could have had a chance to get him at 89 at his next pick.
So Russell Westbrook in the 9th. I mean, I can't hate on it as much as I hate the guy as a basketball player in terms of just him being a destroyer of teams.
Yeah.
The guy averaged 65 last year. I
think
don't know
it-
what his role is going to be necessarily, but you know what I do know?
Third fiddle.
You know what I do know? Is that Paul George and Kawhi Leonard don't really play much. You know who does play a lot? Russell Westbrook.
You're right.
So when they
So-
are playing, he's going to get you 48. When they're not playing, he's going to get you 65. I
it'd be
see
more than
55.
65,
Yeah, I'm saying I see 65 points those games. I see
Yep.
58 points,
Right.
and you're looking at your 9th round pick. It's fucking Russell Westbrook.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that pick a lot. Bobby Portis.
Love the pick.
He's playable and also an elite handcuff if you have those in basketball.
He is.
Averaged 56 last year, and they're thin now, man. When they lost all other guys, they're thin now. They have a big 3, quote unquote, with Chris Middleton, and then Brook Lopez, and then him. Now he's not starting, but he's going to get 25 minutes a game. Bobby Portis is a dog.
Yep.
What is he going to do with those
Second
minutes? He's going
unit.
to do good things with those minutes.
Yep.
11 through 15, we have, how do you say this name? Avdija?
Jenny Avdia.
Avdia, okay. Washington, there's not much there in Washington. We all like these Washington players, honestly, because there's no one there.
Yeah, Denny's a wild card.
Wild card, what did he do last year? He had 42 last year. He can shoot, though. We have Kobe White, who could be the starting point guard
He will
in
be.
Chicago, okay.
That's a good value pick at 12.
Amen. Amen Thompson, what the fuck's
Another
that?
another wild card.
Nah,
Rookie.
nah.
He's a wild card. He can be electric.
Terry Eason, though. I know he's hurt, but, like, dude, there's just too many guys
Yeah,
there.
there's a lot of guys.
I know,
That's
we're
why I
talking
say
13th
wild card.
round. We're talking 13th
That's why I say
round.
wild card.
Mike Conley, tried and true. He's going to be the starting point guard. Averaged 51 last year. I see him as, like,
little 40, 45.
say, like
game.
Mike Conley and Kobe White is so much better than Thompson. That's
with
why I'm
An-
shitting
with,
on Thompson.
with Anthony Edwards taking a jump this year, Mike
Yeah.
Conley's going to fall back a little
Okay.
bit.
And Tim Hardaway Jr., which is weird about Dallas, is that I was looking, I went through every roster before I drafted it and, like, kind of, like, went from their ADP. And Dallas literally has 2 of the top 28, 30 guys.
And then
And then-
else.
And then there's no one else to 150.
Yeah.
It's literally Josh
Hard-
Green,
well, shit.
right?
They have who's their starting
it's
center?
Tim
Maxi
Hardaway.
Kleber?
It's the guy Grant Williams.
Oh,
Maxi
yeah, I
Kleber.
forgot he was
There's
on
oh
nobody.
my God.
But here's the thing: there's no shots to go around, but there are stats to go around.
There are.
So who is it going to be now? Tim Hardaway is their third cog in terms of shooting, and I love this pick, man. Like he averaged 44 last
150
year.
is right on par
But
with his
he
ADP.
averaged 44 last year, so it's like, what are you getting there, right?
Yeah.
There's no upside, but
I like-
someone's got to emerge.
Next pick, I love it. Malik Monk. That's
Malik Monk,
That's
I've
6
always
man
loved
in
Monk.
Sacramento.
Always loved Monk. He's solid.
He's
Quentin Grimes, that's
electric.
terrible. Bagley, I took Wiseman. We got to take we got to take a shot. All these bigs on Detroit.
Someone's
Jared
gotta take
Vanderbilt, love it, but he's hurt currently. And then D Rose, he took D Rose. It's a fucking that's what he does. All right, so defend your team. What do you think? You give me your rating, and we'll go from there.
Shit. I'd probably give myself another flat 8.0. I don't.
So good.
I think it could be better. I mean, obviously there were some picks
You're
that
top heavy.
struggled with, very top heavy. But I mean, obviously every draft goes away where people take who you want to take, and you got to scramble to find someone.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You got to live with the cards you're dealt. So I like it. I like my team.
I'm gonna
Easy
I'm
money.
gonna agree with him. I'm gonna go flat 8. It's just very top heavy. There's some good value picks in there, but that bench is gonna limit him a little bit, I think, for when his top 10 are out. It's just gonna be tough to get points on the back end for him, and enough points, I should say. He's gonna get points. It's just not gonna be enough.
What did I give you? 7.5.
7.5.
I'm giving this a 7. I do like it. I do. There's a lot of upside in this team. I'm not going to debate that because Sengun, I love the player. Giddy, I love the upside there. Simons, like there's a lot of upside, but I also see a lot of question marks and guys that may not perform
You're right.
to where you drafted them. Right. All right, we'll go to my team. Ben, you gonna lead this one off, or who's
I got
leading this
it.
off? You got it.
I got this under
who's
control,
got it?
Simmons.
All right.
All right. I don't even want to say his
Viagra
name
and
because
Coke,
it's,
baby.
it's too confusing.
Viagra
no
and
one
Coke.
understands what it means.
Sabonis?
No, I'm not talking
Viagra
about
plus Coke at brothel. It means Lamar Odom. He took Viagra and Coke at a brothel.
Lamar Scrotum.
Yeah.
Twins.
And that's why I have the Dave Chappelle logo here.
You're
which
right.
is
You're
just,
right.
Yeah, that's why I
All
have
right,
that.
let's lead it off with Rob's team here. His first 5 picks. Sabonis at 8. Trae Young at 13. Cade Cunningham coming back, hopefully healthy, at 28. Jaylen Brown at 33. Jordan Poole at 48. What are your thoughts on that?
Obviously, you cannot go wrong with Sabonis. It's just a given. He's going to get you probably fucking 20 rebounds a game, along with who knows how many points being the second option in Sacramento.
Hey, the 2014 and 7 guy.
Hey.
Pipe down over there,
Hey.
bucko.
Trae Young, obviously, Chucker, baby Steph Curry. It's just
Wannabe Steph Curry.
wannabe Steph Curry is more along the lines of what I would think of it.
More assist.
I just think
More
Atlanta's
assists than
trash.
Curry, you're right. And with Chris Paul coming into Golden State, we'll see how that whole thing shakes out with Draymond Green there, too.
It's Trae Young. You can't go wrong with Trae
Can't go
Young.
wrong with Trae Young at 13. It's a great pick. Cade Cunningham, I like it if he stays healthy and comes into his
Hell yeah.
Jesus Christ, comes into his form. God, that was beefy
That's
as
good.
shit. As I was saying, Cade Cunningham could be the MVP of this team. If he stays healthy, he can score 18, 20 a game, maybe even more. He can get you 7 to 10 assists a game, 4 to 5 rebounds a game, a steal a game. The 3-point shooting could be an issue because it was in college. It was early in his career before he got hurt. So we'll see with that one.
But at that point, I don't necessarily think the shooting matters. I mean, you're on a Detroit team who is on the complete up and coming. I mean, they have the road ahead of them and nothing else.
They got good bigs. We got to see how everyone meshes.
Everyone
because
meshes. I
The
agree.
rotations.
If history proves itself correct, Detroit's going to be the worst team in the East.
Yeah, well, it's also Detroit, so you never know.
Exactly.
But the ball will be in Cunningham's hands, so
You're right.
it's all up to him.
Jordan Poole, he's going to get you the
You
points.
missed Jaylen Brown.
I miss Jaylen Brown. Jaylen
okay.
Brown, second fiddle, Boston. Jason Tatum's obviously going to be the number 1 cog.
Jaylen Brown will get you the. I mean, he'll get a couple other stats, but he chucks. He
It'll
defends.
be interesting to see how it meshes with
Especially with Drew
Porzingis there now, Drew
And
Holiday there
Porzingis.
now.
Yeah.
There's shots to go around. Porzingis likes to shoot his threes. Drew Holiday can hit 2 a game. He did it in
Yeah.
Milwaukee. He did before that. So we'll see how that works out. Top 5 picks overall. I don't mind it. Can you
second.
Go poop
Someone
or
had a
something,
little
man?
bean.
Holy shit.
Yeesh.
Take a Pepto or something.
It's
Fuck.
bad.
God.
Jesus Christ, man.
6 through 10. We got Brandon
What
Ingram.
about Jordan Poole?
We had talked about him already.
You like him?
No.
He'll get you your points, but nothing else.
I hope Kyle Kuzma socks him in the fucking face.
You know, he averaged 53 last year on Golden State, and he was awful.
Well, he is trash. God, that smells awful.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Go on.
All right, 6 through 10. We got Brandon Ingram at 6, 53rd pick. Terry Rozier, 7th round, 68. Rudy Gobert, 8th at 73. Tobias Harris at 88 in the 9th round. And Obi Toppin, 93rd pick in the 10th round. What are your thoughts?
Obviously, Brandon Ingram, mini Kevin Durant. I mean, not shooting as well, but same body type.
When he's available, he's
when
great.
he's available.
Availability is the best ability, as coaches like to say.
I truthfully think Brandon Ingram might be taking a step back this year. They have their offense running through C.J. McCollum. You have Zion Williamson actually coming back to play a year. I don't think there's going to be as much for Brandon Ingram.
It'll be weird to see how they get those other forwards involved. You know, Herb Jones, Trey Murphy's a chucker.
Herbie.
Herb can be offensive, but he's, that defensive-minded forward, so it'll be interesting to see. Obviously, Ingram's going to score more and be more valuable to that
Obviously,
team.
Ingram's the one on the team. He's number one no matter what.
Yeah, you're right. Terry Rozier, thought it was a little early just because LaMelo Ball's there. Probably could have got him in 8th or 9th round.
Again, last couple years, LaMelo gets hurt, then who you got? Terry
You're
Rozier.
right.
That's all you got.
If LaMelo's available, Terry Rozier's stock falls dramatically because you got Brandon
Miller. Yeah,
Mr.
another
Shooter
pow-pow.
2.0. Yeah. All these other new guys, fresh guys. Miles Bridges is supposed to be coming back. We'll see what happens there.
Oh, God, they got
Wife beater.
quite the criminal team.
Oh,
over
yeah.
there.
God, it's bad. So I see the value. 68 was a little early for my taste, but
I do agree with
we'll
that.
see how that shakes out
I would have at least waited till
next
later
pick.
7th round.
He went a little early. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. So
Rudy Gobert, going to get you a double-double game.
Yeah, I got nothing to say on someone who goes to Epstein Island, so just trash.
Fair enough. We'll move on quick. Tobias Harris, 88. That's the number 2 option or number 3 option in Philly. We'll see what happens
Fuck
with
you for taking
Maybe
Tobias.
number 4.
maybe number 4. You never know with Tyrese Maxey too.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
His value is going to depend solely on what happens with James Harden.
but again, even with the full team there, he's consistent. On
he
his
got-
low nights, he'll get you, 12
What did he
points,
get
10
last year?
rebounds, 2
He's
threes.
a non-sexy guy that.
I had him last year. He's
Yeah,
great.
exactly.
51.
I've had him before,
51.
too.
Yeah,
it's not
51 a
good.
game.
But it's
he went
still
over that
something.
sometimes. He
He's
went
a
under that
pro,
sometimes.
like-
He is.
He's an average-looking girl that lets you fuck her in the ass.
Exactly.
So like,
Occasionally.
it makes it
Occasionally.
okay because he hits
Special
the threes,
occasions.
but he does disappear, dude.
He
Yeah, I
disappears a
agree.
lot. Yeah.
But he's the one that sits in the corner, and when they kick it out, he's going to hit the 3.
You're right.
That's all he does.
All right, Obi Toppin. God, I still smell that.
Sorry.
Fucking
Obi
hell.
Toppin. I know you guys are all gonna hate.
Obi
Obi
Toppin. I get that he's in a new team now, new situation. We'll see how it shakes out. He
Yeah,
can be
I
a
mean-
little more involved in the offense, I guess. His defense lacks. He does nothing on defense. He just is
He
not.
does nothing except try and dunk, and he had 3 dunks, and it got him in the dunk contest.
I know
That's how he got known.
Rob likes to say he hit a 3 a game last year. Great for him.
1.3
1.3 threes per game.
in
Great.
like 16 minutes.
I get that. We'll
Okay,
see
I hit
how it
3
shakes
threes
out.
a game.
Yeah, he'd come in, shoot 1 shot, and then he'd be back on the bench.
His
What
defensive
fucking production is
liability
that?
can hold him back. Is that Noakes?
Yeah.
Shout out Nolan Larson. Miss you, baby. Just running through these last 10 picks on his bench. Daniel Gafford. Yusuf Nurkic, I like.
Yeah,
Dennis Schroeder, like that too.
yeah,
New
obviously
point guard.
fresh
Two-
starter in Toronto. So.
Two new starters right there.
Xavier
Nurkic's value is going to fall a little bit.
Yep.
Schrader's going to go up a little bit.
Tillman was
Tillman
early.
here.
Early.
Tillman
early.
was very early.
But you have Steven Adams out for the year.
Out for the year.
Who leaves that?
Brandon Clark out for the year.
Okay, exactly.
So who do they have?
Obviously,
So you have Jaren
Jaren
Jackson. That's it.
Jackson's going to eat.
Jaron Jackson also gets in foul trouble every game.
Well, yeah,
Very
he has
true.
5 fouls by the first quarter.
Sorry,
so.
but like
Dylan Brooks, Mr. Tough Guy on the court. He's going to chuck.
Truthfully, did not deserve a draft spot. I think he's the worst player in the NBA.
I think
he
I
sucks.
don't care
He's
if you agree
terrible,
with me or not.
But he
you want to
does
know why I
chuck.
picked him though? Sorry to interrupt.
He chucks.
No. He played amazing in the international ball this year.
Yeah, he
and like
did.
Dylan Brooks, dude, I'm sorry. Like, as much as we want to hate him, like he's going to shoot 12 shots a game. He doesn't give a
Absolutely.
fuck. And
But
it's not good, but it's 15th
I
round.
also wish he would just tie himself to the train tracks because
Yeah.
I don't want him in the NBA.
Brush over the bottom 5.
Bottom
Mine
5
are
quick.
all going to be dropped.
Kaminga, no upside there.
Why- What upside?
I actually really like the pick because
love Kuminga.
he's played really good this preseason. If you've watched it
he
all,
has no position in the rotation.
I do
That's my
agree.
only issue.
I
If
took him
he
because
finds-
they played Tuesday night, and I'm going to start him. Be honest, I'm probably
if
dropping
he
him.
finds minutes, I think it'll be a really good pick at that
Correct.
point.
If he can get the minutes, if he can build out a spot in the rotation, he'll be a good value pick in 16. James Wiseman, new starter in Detroit. We'll see how those minutes shake out with Jalen Duren, Isaiah Stewart, Marvin Bagley, all
yep.
those guys there. It's a very,
city.
very stacked front court. The
It
big
is
Twin Towers.
Big city in Detroit. that
Just
is for
don't
sure.
throw an airplane out. Jalen Suggs, Orlando. Very stacked backcourt there. We'll see how the minutes shake out there.
A highlight for hitting the game winner in a national championship. That's what it is.
Gordon and
Semifinal.
Vincent, you can go
Semifinal,
past because
same
I'm
thing.
just starting them the first game.
Gordon and Vincent, we'll skip.
I'll
Rob
make
Simmons,
my points here.
which points?
So Cade Cunningham, the first two guys we all know are just they are right. Trae Young,
Yep.
Sabonis.
Absolutely.
Cade Cunningham, issue with Detroit being bad, but he is what Ben Simmons was early on, right?
Yeah, like I said,
possible triple double.
He's going to have the ball in his hands at all times.
Bad team. I like that. Jalen Brown, I didn't like it. I don't like it. 73 last year. I feel like he's going to go down to about 68.
Yep.
But he doesn't miss games. And if there ever is an injury, it's still Jalen Brown.
Like I just
right?
said, availability is the
Yep.
best ability.
Jordan Poole. This is where I lost it for me. Jordan Poole and Brandon Ingram, Terry Rozier. God damn it. Jordan Poole, I will say this. I saw
didn't lose it at Obi Toppin.
why I drafted him. I saw he went 1 of 15 his last preseason game. The motherfucker is going to shoot so many shots. And he is, they have Tyus Jones there.
Did you see the clip
But-
of him jacking like a step back three and his
Made,
teammates
but,
like what
but
the
he
fuck?
made it even though.
But
that wasn't
still-
a good game.
But still, I mean,
Right.
dude,
but
he's
you
already
think
got
he
his
gives a
teammates
fuck,
not on
dude?
his team.
He's going to just shoot
Yep.
and
Yeah.
shoot and shoot.
Yeah,
and
he didn't
shoot.
give a shit. He's number one.
I really wanted Kyle Kuzma, but it was
Yeah,
it was close. I was gonna take either one of those guys there because Kuzma's more of a stuff and things
Or
guy.
DJ.
But Jordan Poole could average 27 points a game this year in terms of real life.
absolutely
He could.
could.
Brandon
There's no
Ingram,
scores.
again, similar to my Jalen Brown pick, don't like it. Honestly, did not like it. But he is the 3-position eligibility shooting guard, small forward and power forward. The guy is the best player on the team in real life, and he's going to take a step back. I'm admitting that. But he is still
Thank you
going to
for
play a
being
lot of minutes. And Rozier, I don't know about LaMelo Ball, man. We'll see if he plays. Rozier is a baller. He is a scary Terry. He plays all the minutes, dude. He doesn't get hurt.
Right.
Like he
But
just,
like you just said, we'll see if LaMelo plays. If LaMelo's
Yeah.
available, he's going to get the minutes.
but he's still going to
gonna
average
get the
20.
offense.
He's still going to average 20. That's what he does.
18
threes.
18.
Not
18.
even 18's high, but
18's high.
All right,
each their own.
there's your
Each their
top 7. What are you rating?
Yeah,
your
Rudy
team?
Gobert, love him. Okay, Tobias Harris, something like that. I'm rating mine an 8. I honestly, I don't like it that much. I'm going to put it higher than yours just because I did it. No, I like the upside, man. I Rudy Gobert as an 8. Like, if he comes back, he sucked last year.
He did.
But
And every other-
It's a new season,
I
though.
just see a
New
lot.
season.
I know this league. I know the scoring.
Well,
and
hey.
also, it doesn't matter what I do because I'm going to fucking mix and match.
You just better hope that Gobert doesn't shoot
You're
a
gonna-
three. Anthony
you're gonna
Edwards will walk off the
And
court.
no, I love Obi Toppin, dude. I love Gafford. Gafford is going to play all the
Yeah,
minutes.
I
at
think
center.
Gafford was a good pick.
And
Foul trouble?
Nurkic, yeah, it's an 8. It's nothing great. I
Right.
could have done a lot better.
What are you giving it?
I will go 7.0, and that's on the higher end.
Flat 7. Could fluctuate a little bit if his players are on. Rob always finds a way to get to the championship of this fucking league. So
We'll have his 10 ads up by the first night.
Yep. He's
Shit.
he's gonna use his ads quick, and then he's gonna be fucked.
10, Jesus Christ. All right, JD Dunkers, new guy. Jeff, what's up, man?
Welcome to the league.
Hi
What
Jeff.
the hell?
Welcome to
Very
hell.
similar to start to what I was considering here because I told you I wanted Kyrie Irving in the 3rd round.
Mm-hmm.
He went LaMelo Ball, Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, Nikolai Vucevic, and Fred VanVleet.
Nikolai, come on,
It's Nikola.
Nicola, whatever. He's a
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
foreigner, bro.
fucking nerd.
Fuck you. I like the top 3. I really like the top 3. He's got a 90 guy in Anthony Davis. He's got a 90-plus guy in LaMelo Ball. He's got an 88 guy in Kyrie Irving. When he plays. When he plays. When he plays.
That-
Yep,
that's
when he
the
plays,
answer
when he
all
plays,
three
when he
of them.
plays. His most available player that I'm seeing
Vooch.
off the rip is Vooch.
Yeah.
And Vooch is a great double-double a night guy.
Right.
Little early at 34 for my taste.
Little?
Okay,
Not
early
really,
at
though, because it's
34.
always amazing.
Yeah,
I mean,
but it was
I
still
agree.
a reach.
Okay,
at the
I can't really
position.
say anything. I was
'Cause
going
it's
to take him
center.
with my next pick
Right.
after that. So
and then Fred
Fuck
Van
you, Jeff, for
Fleet,
taking
I
Luce.
don't like. If you look at Fred Van the numbers last year, he averaged 72 last year in the 5th round.
It's going to
Like I
drop
said,
a little bit.
about Houston, it's gonna
Yeah.
drop, dude.
Yeah.
There's too many guys shooting. Dylan Brooks is there. I'm sorry, guys. He's gonna shoot.
He is.
he is. He's
Jalen
not going to
Green's
shoot
gonna
good,
shoot.
but he's going to shoot.
Amen Thompson's going to shoot. Jabari Smith's going to shoot.
Sengun's going to shoot.
No, he won't.
Super aggressive, man. I like it though. I like it.
Yeah,
If this team hits, it's gonna win the fucking league.
Yeah.
I do agree.
Zion Williamson 6 again.
Another-
If this team hits,
It's going to
holy
win.
shit.
Yeah, I
that
do
top,
agree.
if everyone plays on that top 6, no one's going to touch his points.
it's the best. It's the best.
It's gonna be.
It's just-
He's going to be over 2,000 a week. It's,
It's
gonna be
hard to
insane.
look at a team
No,
that
that'd be a
the
perfect
top
3K.
6 and
Yeah.
7 players are just built from glass. It's hard
Miles,
to do
yeah,
that.
Miles Turner 7. I don't really mind this. He's been the
He
trade
was-
block for years.
He was projected to go much higher in the rankings, so at the pick, he was ranked like 45th. in
Yeah, but
fantasy
that's
X
that's
rank.
because it usually it's not points leagues.
I get that.
But
So
62
for
last year. So that's pretty good.
ADP, his value is very good there. He's a little limited, especially in that New Indian offense now. We'll see what happens with that.
Klay Thompson 8, Andrew Wiggins 9, D'Angelo Russell 10. Now we went a little safer here with Turner, Thompson, Wiggins, and Russell, which is a nice balance to what he had early.
Yeah.
Because Klay is set in stone 60, man. He hits his shots. Miles Turner, like we said, man, he's going to be in the rotation, shooting threes, blocking shots. Wiggins, we'll see how
Wiggins
it goes
is
with Chris
iffy
Paul.
I was just going to say that.
But he's going to get the
weird.
minutes. They're going to have some small ball lineups where like
They
you have
are.
Wiggins
Yeah,
as
because they're going to be
as a
throwing
4.
Draymond at 5 and Wiggins
Right.
at the 4.
D'Angelo Russell,
I like
10th
it.
round, man.
Yeah,
I mean, he averaged
10th
52
round's
last
great.
year.
For there.
Great pick, JD. I like that one.
I think D'Angelo Russell is going to have a huge year this year.
All right, 11 to 15, we have Markel Fultz, 11th, Mark Williams, Christian Wood, Kevin Herter, Sadiq Bey. This is where the team really, really loses it because there's a
I would
lot of guys in Orlando at that point guard
I
spot.
agree.
And Markel Fultz has the early edge, but you just told me Cole Anthony to sign a contract.
Yeah.
Cole Anthony's a better player.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry.
100%,
Like, if you
but-
want to win.
In my opinion, I think they're probably going to be running Cole Anthony, Markel Fultz one too.
Yeah.
Fultz is the better facilitator. Anthony's the better scorer.
Mark Williams, too many. I don't know who's starting there in Charlotte. It's a question
Miles
mark.
Plumlee, Mason Plumlee.
No,
one of
the
brothers.
Plumleys are gone. Exhibit or not?
No,
there's the
No
other guy.
way.
Yeah.
one of the Plumleys is on
I got
Christian
this.
Wood is not going to
He
play
j-
with the Lakers.
there. No, well he'll start at
I
4.
like Christian
think-
Wood, dude. But
Okay,
like, he's
I-
not
gonna
fucking
do
bum,
anything,
I'm
bro.
going 85% that Christian Wood was probably a bad pick. There is a slim chance
Or he
that
kills
that motherfucker just
Yeah.
has an MVP
Yeah.
season. Because
Yeah,
he's
like
been
off the bench.
he's
a
been
sixth man of the year
downlooked on
kinda
2
thing.
straight teams.
I know. I like Christian Wood, but like there's a question mark with all three of those guys. Are they even going to be playable?
Yeah, true.
And then we have Kevin Herter, which Kevin
he
Herter
starts. He shoots his threes. He's a
48.
poor man's Klay Thompson.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, no, Kevin
I
Herter's
would
all
agree
right.
with that.
Sadiq Bey, I was looking at, but not this early.
That
Sadiq
that
Bey is
middle
taking over the John Collins role.
that middle
Yeah.
3-4
No, I think
in
Sadiq
Atlanta
Bey
is
is a pretty
very
damn good
cogged
pick.
up because they got Jalen Johnson. They got
I've seen Sadiq
DeAndre
Bey
Hunter.
have multiple
Oh,
six.
Nick Richards is the starter.
Nick Richards
on-
is the starter.
Right, so you have
Charlotte,
Nick
yeah.
Richards and Mark Williams. We don't know
It's
about
just
that.
weird. Brandon Smith will play some center in small ball lineups.
16 through 20, Herbert Jones, Jeremy Sochan, Taylor
Yeah, I mean-
Hucker, he's a who.
Yeah, I mean,
Chris Boucher,
Boucher,
and Max Strauss.
Max Strus.
So, yeah,
It's just
I don't like. I
loses
mean, the
it.
last 5, whatever. So yeah, I love, dude. What he did late is bad. It's
I do
going
agree.
to
Started
hurt.
off good,
It's gonna
fell off
hurt
a
him.
cliff, very big. He fell into the Marion.
I'm going to give him a
Trench.
7.5 just because of the crazy upside that his team possesses in the top 8 or 9 picks, even top 10.
I'll give
His top
you-
10 is best in the league. His bottom 10, his bench, worst in the league.
I'll give you a rank for both. I'm going to go, if everyone plays, this is an 8-5 team.
Yeah, if they don't, it's a fucking 2.
If they don't, it's a 6.
yeah,
Healthy
I
six.
honestly, if all goes right, this team wins the league. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah,
But,
well, we'll see how
I
he
mean-
manages the wire, how he manages the lineup. That's the key. Is a new
I
guy,
am
so we'll
going.
see.
I'll go 6.7.
Okay.
What did you say?
I said 6 standard.
So you're saying like a 7.2.
His middle
Yeah.
ground is a 7 flat.
Okay, 7 flat. All right, so just as good as my team. I feel good about that because that seems good.
Alec
All right.
Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin. His name is Baldwin.
Trigger
he
finger.
has a bald twin. This team sucks. And we're going to get into why. Sorry, Baldwin. Shea at 6. Okay.
Good pick.
Pretty good. Not really.
You can't not
No,
pick Shea at
it's-
6.
Really,
it's
you
a
can't.
good
You can
pick.
go somewhere else.
Can't.
Rob, it's a good pick.
I had
Shut
Shea
up.
last year. I love him, but there's so many more mouths to feed there. Best
He's
player
it's all
still the
going through him.
facilitator.
Okay.
It's going through him. If he was there at 8 for you, you were taking him.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
No, I wasn't. I was taking Sabonis.
If Sabonis went at
Shea
6,
averaged
Sabonis,
78
Sabonis.
last year, okay? Less than Sabonis.
he
You think he's
did well,
averaging
he did
more
well.
than that? He averaged 32 points a game last year, real life scoring.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
he's not averaging 32 this
He
year.
probably is taking a dip, but
100%.
his
hard
facilitating
not to
numbers
take
go
it.
up, though.
We'll see. All right.
His scoring
we'll see.
drops,
We'll see.
his assists
Okay.
go up.
Damian
steals go
Lillard
up.
at 15, like that.
Yeah,
I
you can't
like
not
that,
take
man.
Dame.
88 last year. He's going to drop a bit to 80, but that's
Probably,
solid the
but
second round where he was
still.
at. Jaren Jackson the third, that's too fucking early. I love Jaren Jackson. We've never seen it from him. His health concerns. He averaged
Foul
63
trouble.
last year. Let's give him 70. 70's too early for the third round, is it not?
yeah, I do agree.
Like, you think there's any way in the world he averages more than Cade Cunningham?
No.
No,
Fucking
no
way.
shot.
So why are you doing that? Kawhi Leonard, awful. Fourth round, doesn't play. Does not play. Does not play basketball. He won't play basketball. Averaged 71 last year. And I love Kawhi Leonard. But
I mean,
he's not
Kawhi
playing.
Leonard's supposed to be a top player in the league, but
He's going to be a top player for 50
out of
fucking
82
games.
Yeah, he just can't play. That's the
Kristaps Porzingis. No, dude. He's the fucking third 3.5 option on that team.
You just got to
And-
see how it shakes out with him. I get it, but
We'll see.
it's
Fifth
not
round.
it's not doing it.
For me, it's the Porzingis and Drew Holiday.
And you
having
have the two
both
wings,
of them,
bro. Like,
it's-
where's he gonna get it? That's a defensive team.
Yeah.
If they're not scoring one. This is not Houston.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drew Holiday 6. I kind of like this one.
I do.
Although I
if
don't
he
like
didn't have
both those
Porzingis.
guys. Yes.
That's
because
what I'm- that's
he
what I
averaged
was saying,
70
like,
last
it's-
year. He'll take a dip to 60 something.
Big dip, yeah.
But the guy is gonna perform. He's gonna have
Yeah.
the defensive stats. He's gonna have the assists. Jalen Williams in the 7th round. What is that?
Early.
Why?
I like Jalen Williams way too early.
What
Yeah,
is that?
I truthfully got nothing to say about
That's
that.
probably
one.
the worst pick in the draft.
I would almost agree
No,
with
He
that.
was
the
solid.
worst pick of the draft was Donovan Mitchell at 1 overall. We know
Right.
that.
That was, yeah. The one that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Michael Porter in the 8th. No, dude.
Too early.
I like Michael Porter.
For me, it's just
But
too early for some
no
of these
fucking
guys.
He's just
way,
he's
dude.
fourth fiddle. He
He's
just
not going to
can't.
average much more. Didn't you take Aaron Gordon
I took Aaron Gordon.
in the fucking 13th round?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
So,
think
like,
he's got
They
much
should be
more
2
than
round
Aaron Gordon.
difference, not 5.
Yeah, no, I do agree with that. Fully.
Brooke
too early.
Lopez in the 9th. Again, how much is he going to play? He averaged 57 last year. Pretty nice, actually. Shoots
Well,
threes,
it's
gets
Brooklyn-
rebounds.
it's Brooklyn.
He's very heavy on the big men, and they're not good big men. I mean, look
And
down
then,
the rest of it.
uh,
Clint Capella doesn't do shit anymore.
No, he's been fading every year.
Yeah.
Mitchell Robinson.
Clint Capella in the 10th.
He took Derek White again, another
He took-
backup point guard.
So
in
the 11th. No,
11th
Derek
round.
White's going to start, but
Alec,
now
you
he's
have a
got
shit
3
team,
Boston
man.
players.
He's not starting.
Who?
Derek White?
No.
No.
It's,
way.
It's going to be
No.
no
Drew
way.
Holiday, Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum,
Porzingis and then Horford.
Porzingis, and Horford.
Oh yeah,
They're
well,
not
Horford
starting
doesn't
Derek
play,
White.
so.
Derek
Yeah,
White,
Horford-
bad pick. Sorry,
Horford's
Alec.
got to
Yeah, bad
come
pick.
off after
Mitchell
one trip down the court.
Robinson.
No.
Gross.
Yeah, just-
he
Zach
just
Collins.
Foul trouble.
No.
And Zach Collins.
No.
Back up at that point.
Bogdan.
Bogdanovich, okay, but there's too many guys there. We went over to
Yeah.
Detroit.
Again, well, there's too
Anthony
many.
Melton,
yeah.
that's only contingent on James Harden leaving. So many question marks, dude.
Agreed.
that I don't think you could play any of these guys confidently in the first couple weeks of the season.
Gordon
That's
Hayward's
the
old as
problem.
shit.
Gordon Hayward's old off the bench now because the rookie.
Kyle Lowry's trash.
Old as shit.
Isaac
So-
Okoro doesn't fucking play. Norman
Norman
Powell.
Powell I kind of like, but
Yeah.
not really. I mean, Kyle Anderson, that's cool. That team sucks. It's bad.
Garbage.
Sorry, Alec.
I
Bad,
do agree.
Bad. I'm giving it a 5.
Um,
Like, maybe lower, dude. I'm not giving it a 4. It's a fucking 4. I'm sorry. There is no upside, dude. There is no, like, after
When
Lillard and
Shea's,
Shea.
when
dude,
Shea's your best player and he's taking a step back and your second best player is Damian Lillard, it just doesn't happen.
you got 2 80s. You got a 70 at best with Jaren Jackson. You got a 70 with Kawhi Leonard that plays 60% of the
45, 50
games.
games.
Yeah,
So you have
it's
Chris
just-
Porzingis. No. This is
Again-
the worst thing we're going to see. I'm sorry,
Again,
Alec. I
we
love
got
you.
it.
got to let Alec hit the wall on this one. It's his first year in the league. He's got to understand the hard way.
And he's
Um,
going to hit the fucking wall.
Shout
I'm
out
going-
Zombie. He learned the hard way.
Now he's not in it anymore. I'll go with a 4.2 for Alex Stoner ass. Just a terrible team. Sorry, buddy.
Not
yeah,
good.
I'm
all
going.
right.
Hey, I'm going 4-5.
Zach Sprague Guy I love to bash. Love you,
Bonjour,
though.
Sprague.
Yeah, Sprague.
It's not good.
Sprague had to use his
So-
mind here because he did not get Jokic. He didn't have the first
Yeah,
pick, so
I didn't
he
get
had
that.
he had to actually draft.
Going
so
from
it's
1 or
fun
2
see
to
it.
5 is a big jump for Sprague.
You know what
He's
the
not
beauty of this
used to
league
it.
though is with the 45 starts with the 10 starting spots. Having Jokic, as much of an advantage it is not a fucking free win. Like getting
not.
Christian McCaffrey in those years in basketball,
Yep.
it's not. Or Mike Trout in those years it's not because you
But
have to fucking fill out
obviously,
your
you're still
roster.
going to want Jokic over anybody else.
Tatum, number 1, he had the 5th pick. Tatum, Anthony Edwards, Lauri Markkanen, Bam, and Jamal Murray. What the fuck am I looking at, man?
Okay.
Jason Tatum, okay.
Tatum's good. Edwards is going to take a step forward.
Edwards
Obviously,
good too.
number 1
I don't
option.
see anything wrong with that
Markkanen-
except Jamal Murray.
Way too early
No,
for
no, no,
Markkanen.
no. I don't mind marking it at 25, maybe a little early.
74 game last year.
I hate the Bam Adebayo pick solely
Same.
because I had him last
and he's
year.
a center, dude.
And he was fucking garbage. He doesn't do anything.
66 last year.
Doesn't
He's
do
a
anything.
great real life player.
Yeah.
But he doesn't
I
quite get the
disagree.
double-double, right? If
No.
you look at a DraftKings on his
Every
it's a
game-
it's plus 110 for him to get a double-double. That means he gets it half the time.
Every game he's 19 and like 8.
Yeah. Which is
If
good,
that.
but he doesn't get the double-double.
Some games he only
and
scores 10.
doesn't
Jamal
shoot the
Murray I
threes.
like because he's a chucker. He's a good facilitator.
Yeah,
He'll
Jamal
get the
Murray's
assist
solid.
numbers.
To me,
The
I
only-
like the Jamal Murray over Bam because
I do too.
Bam's the second option in Miami.
Lauri's too early, though. Bro, he peaked. He fucking peaked. It's
yeah,
Lauri Markkanen. He's a
it's-
pussy.
well-
We've seen it. He's peaked, dude.
Hey, we
Third
can't say
player?
that. We can't just say that because he was trash when the Bulls took him at
Do you
7.
want him as your third
I
player,
would
though,
not
in
have
this
him as my
league?
third player,
No.
but I
No.
see why he took him third.
Yeah, he shoots threes, gets rebounds. I like it.
Yeah,
the
dude,
that's
spirit of this
good-
league.
good
I get
fantasy.
it.
The
For the team.
season that he had last year, yes, there were ups and downs, but it's
Not-
hard not to bank that it's not going to happen again.
It's
All right,
we'll see.
this is where it gets even worse, honestly. OG Anunoby, that's awful. That
No
is just,
offense.
awful.
OG will get you
Average
2
54.
rebounds, and that's about it.
No, he gets
No.
5 and 2 steals, but he gets
So he
6
averaged
points.
16,
and an assist.
5, and 2 last year, and I don't know how that's going to go up because Scotty
It
Barnes
can't.
will take a step forward.
Yep.
Siakam's the show in town there.
Yep.
He'll go up, but like not in the 6th round. Tyrese Maxey, I actually like this pick a lot because
Well, James
I had him
Harden
last year.
leaves. James
Had him
Harden
last year.
leaves. That's number 3.
Well,
He's number
Maxey starts anyways.
Yeah, Maxey's
Oh,
number
true.
2.
That
though.
is number- that
Maxey's
is
number
number
2 if Harden leaves.
That is
and
true.
that means let's see what he averaged last year. Maxey averaged
Well, I don't
55 last year.
I don't necessarily.
He's a
can
65
go off
guy.
his average because the first part of his year last year not good, and
Right.
then the second half of his season, that fucker was putting
Maxey's
up
a
like
dog, man.
75 a game.
He's a dog. I like him. Buddy Hield in the 8th. He's going to get traded, and he's not even starting this year because they don't want him. They want
Yeah.
to do youth movement there. I know he's in the spirit of this league. Buddy Hield is perfect, right? He
Yeah.
chucks threes.
But again, if he does get traded, I mean that's only a plus for Sprague.
57 last year in the 8th round. Keldon Johnson, he loves Keldon
Yeah,
Johnson,
yeah.
always has. 57 last year for Keldon Johnson with Wembanyama coming in
Yep.
and
Yeah,
Vessel taking
we'll
a step
have,
forward.
We'll have to see
I
how
mean,
it shakes out.
Yeah,
and
there's.
then Austin Reeves in the 10th. I actually like that pick a lot.
Just because
I think 10th is good for Reeves.
If there's one player on the Lakers that's a chucker, it's Austin Reeves.
well, because again, look,
They need him, too.
Who
They
else
need
do they have? They have LeBron and Anthony Davis. That's it.
They
need
need him.
somebody
Okay,
else.
11 through 15, we have Robert Williams, quickly Kevin Looney, Kevon Looney, Josh Hart, and Jaden McDaniels. Robert Williams, I love the player, always have.
Agreed.
He's a dog, but he doesn't play.
It'll
and
be
he is
different
not
to
starting.
see. It'll be
He's
different to
a-
see him on Portland.
Terrible fantasy player.
I do agree.
He got what, 15 minutes a game last year in Boston?
No,
That's
he got
'cause
more than that. He
he's-
averaged
he's-
43 a game.
Well,
last
he gets
year.
stuck
What?
behind Aiden now.
He gets a few points. He'll
They
get
might
you
play
rebounds
him
and blocks.
together.
That's about it.
Quickly, I like that, dude. Quickly is if he's a 6-man, he's still going to get 27 minutes a game.
Yeah.
That's a good
They're
pick.
just they're bringing in DiVincenzo now, so their their backcourt's really like clogged up. We'll
Yeah.
have to
It's
see how
also
it
the
shakes
Knicks,
out.
so I mean,
Clogged
it's hard
up
to
like
trust
my
the Knicks
butthole.
card.
Looney,
Tibbs love you, man, but,
Looney's solid. I mean, the guy's important
For-
what
well,
they
dude,
do.
I had
For
him last year.
125, he's fine.
He gets like 15 rebounds
The way
games.
he finished the season last year,
Yeah.
he had like 4 triple doubles.
Yeah, 15
It's
fucking-
Kevon Looney.
15 goddamn rebound games. Josh Hart, gross.
Hey,
Jaden McDaniels,
hold on,
gross.
hold on. Josh Hart is a stat stuffer. He just
Josh
doesn't
Hart
score.
rebounds
averaged 50
way
last
more
year.
than he should have.
Absolutely, I had him last
He
year.
had 8
Rob.
rebounds a game last year.
Yeah,
you're
it's
right.
insane.
He rebounds.
He gets
way
8
more than
rebounds
he
a game.
should.
He gets 3 assists, 10 points,
Okay.
2 steals, a block.
We all
I-
agree Jay McDaniels is a bad pick, though?
Yes.
Yes, I do think Josh Hart was a good
Caleb
pick,
Martin's an even worse pick.
No,
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes. Yes.
It's injury. Terrence Mann, Peyton Pritchard. That's a fucking.
Peyton
tongue-
I
Pritchard.
think Terrence Mann.
I
like that
Dante
Peyton
DiVincenzo
Pritchard.
and Sasha. I don't even know who that
Shout out
is.
Dave Burdick.
Vazenikov.
My name's David.
I don't like the
Vazenkov.
back end of his bench.
I like Terrence
I don't
Mann.
really like his team. I'll be honest. I'm giving it a 6.5. I don't
It's
like
better than Alec Baldwin.
Well,
Yeah.
duh.
I'm going to give it a 6.5 as well.
I am gonna give it a 6.9.
A little better.
Yeah.
Okay. There's just not a lot of upside.
Yeah,
there.
it's just a weird team.
See, I just disagree.
Those middle picks are so weird because you're stuck in limbo till your pick comes back.
For
it's
me,
just
I disagree with your guys. Jamal Murray, Anthony Edwards.
No, I
Bam
agree with you on Jamal Murray.
take. Well, especially the Bam and Markkinen take. I just disagree with you.
You like those
on-
guys?
I like
do.
Markkinen. I
I
just don't
think
like
they're
Bam.
a lot better than you guys are giving them credit for.
Speaking from experience, having Bam last year, he just doesn't cut it.
True,
honestly.
saw it.
But they are
doesn't cut
also they've lost 2 out of 3 finals, so they're gonna try to get back there.
Yeah, but
Somebody's got to do it.
that's going to come from
Tyler Hero.
Tyler Hero and Jimmy Butler.
Yeah. Okay, Dirty Naked Mole Rats. Michael Riley. He changed his name from Simmons Small Wiener Club, which I loved.
That was a
It's
good
not
name.
that small. It's 6 inches. My nuts are small. Get it right. Joel Embiid, number 4. We have Julius Randle, Pascal Siakam, DeMar DeRozan, and Darius Garland rounding out the top 5. Embiid, solid as fuck.
Yep. Great pick at
Randall,
4.
man, fantasy-wise, 80 points a game. Love that. As much as we want to hate the guy in real life, he's good. Siakam, he loves Siakam. Siakam's solid
well,
as hell.
Siakam's taking, I think,
Step
3
forward.
steps forward.
Yeah, he
this
could
year.
have a triple-double
dude,
every 3
it's
games.
his team, and that's it.
Yeah. DeMar DeRozan, that's the one he was a little hesitant on, but it's still a safe bet of, you know, 70 fantasy
He
points.
needs to get in on the defense and rebounding more.
Yeah.
But if he does that and he gets traded, it's going to suck for Ryland. If he stays on the Bulls, he'll be much better
Right.
off.
And then Darius Garland, which is a great pick.
Yep.
Yeah,
Darius
that's
Garland in
probably
the
his-
5th round, great pick.
That guy is
I
so
think,
efficient. He averaged
truthfully,
68
that's his
last
best pick.
year. That top 5 is pretty unrivaled, dude. Those guys are,
I do agree.
are real solid.
Yep.
John Morant 6, Tyler Hero 7, Jabari Smith 8, Spencer Dinwiddie 9, and Jared Allen 10.
Pow, 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 pow.
I do with what he started with. I love the John Morant pick because if he can just tread water and go 500, if he goes 4-4 and he gets John Morant back,
With that top 5,
John Morant's a
adding
second
John
round
Morant,
pick, first round pick.
Yep.
81 a game.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Tyler Hero.
just likes to play with
Tyler Hero's
guns.
great.
Chucker.
Tyler Hero's great.
Jabari
He
Smith,
averaged
Chucker.
62 last year.
When
Jabari
he
Smith
played.
again. I love Jabari Smith, but it was just the too many mouths thing. But again, 8th round, the ability that Jabari Smith has,
Yep.
right? The lead
Agreed.
he could take. Love that. Spencer Dinwiddie. Guy's gonna play a lot of minutes. He's
Eh.
gonna play a lot of minutes. Is he
And
not?
the ball's going to be in his hands in Brooklyn.
Well, you
Mikal
gotta-
Bridges isn't going to be a point guard.
I get that everyone hates Ben Simmons now, but you got to see
know.
how he shakes into the rotation.
Dude, Dinwiddie averaged 60 last year.
I understand that.
He's
That was
in the
without
ninth
Ben
round.
Simmons
That was,
playing.
yeah. I
Right.
do agree.
That was
I do
with
fully
Dallas,
agree.
too.
Are we gonna just say like if Ben Simmons, like, dude?
That was
I love Ben
Hey,
Simmons, but
hey.
if Ben Simmons,
that a bunch of those Dinwiddie scoring games were from when he was on Dallas. So you got to remember that when he was in the,
Okay,
when the
so-
point guard in Dallas.
theoretically,
Theoretically,
I love fucking dudes. All I do is fuck dudes. Well, this is theoretically. I've only had sex with 60 men, and it's like, oh, Rob, would be great at pounding pussy. Like, if I pounded pussy, maybe I'd be great. But I've only had sex with 60 dudes and no women. It's theoretical. Yeah, you could be like, he'd probably be good at it, but I'd never done it. So Ben Simmons doesn't play basketball.
Dinwiddie was the number 2 option in Dallas. He's the number 3 or 4 in Brooklyn
But how did he average 60 a game then?
because he was the number 2 option in Dallas.
Because he also
Two.
gets like 10 assists a game.
Who was ahead of him besides Luka?
There's no number 2 option in Dallas. It's like number
He was
4.
he was the number 2 scoring
Yeah,
option in Dallas. He averaged over 20 a game in
I do
Dallas.
agree.
Okay. I'm saying you cannot
I'm not hating
downplay
on
him
him.
because of Ben Simmons. Because like as
You
much as
just
I
gotta-
love Ben Simmons, Ben
It's
Simmons is a
it's
fucking
not
bum.
downplaying.
Hey.
It's seeing how the rotation.
You downplayed Sengun because of fucking Dylan Brooks, so we're sure as hell going to downplay him
I
because
did.
of Ben
Yeah,
Simmons.
fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Jared Allen, I actually kind of like that in the 10th round.
Yeah, I mean, 10th
Yeah.
round, you can't really let Jared Allen go past that. He's obviously the starting center in Cleveland.
This
Dude
is
rips ass.
Yeah,
and
you
fizzes
are
beers.
just
You're a
child
fucking
a mess.
over
I
there.
still whooped your ass. I whooped your ass in golf. Thanks.
Thank you, Erica.
I like Jared Allen there. 10th
Yeah.
round. I mean,
It's gonna be with You got to see if Evan Mobley takes a step forward. The rotations will be weird. I like it. He's going to be a double-double when he's on the floor. Jared Allen, great pick. Like it. I had him last year. Great on my team. Hopefully he works out for you.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I think Mobley will take over the first option for big there, but who else? Jared Allen's still going to grab 15 boards a game.
Mobley's going to be the starting 4.
Yeah. But Mobley will also try and stretch the floor this year, I think.
Yep.
So Jared Allen's going to be
gets
the
to
big
play
down
the
there.
inside.
All right, Bruce Brown 11th, Zubac 12th, PJ Washington 13th, Jalen Duran 14, and Jarris Walker 15. This is a lot of question marks here.
Here's my issue.
I think a lot of it's just up in the air.
Even jumping to his last pick. So you got Mo Bamba only can play center. Jalen Duran only can play center. Zubac only plays center. Allen only plays center. Embiid only plays center. It's a very, very big, heavy team with only two spots that those people can play at. Center or utility.
Yep.
He's log jammed on the back end.
I do agree with that.
So if his guards flop, he's stuck because he can't play these other centers that can play in his rotation. We'll have to see.
Yeah. Okay. Thoughts on the team? Well, his last 15, Dort, Levert, Black, Hendricks, and Mo Bamba. I mean,
Hendricks could carve out a spot, so 19th round, 184. That could be good value depending on how the rotation checks out. Got to see what John Collins does health-wise, stuff like that. Overall,
I think his best bench player, like upside-wise, is probably Lou Dort. Lou Dort had a hell of an ending season last year.
Karis LeVert could be. He's a chucker.
True, but I mean, he's behind Donovan
Anthony
Mitchell.
Black stuck in a jammed backcourt. Mo Bamba sucks.
Yeah, I mean, to me,
PJ Washington, to me, is his best value pick in the 13th round. He hits almost 2 threes a game. Scored 15 and 7 last year. He's gonna play. It's just gonna be weird with Brandon Miller in there. He's going to get the minutes over the rookie, obviously, but if Brandon Miller plays good like he did at Alabama, he's going to take minutes away from P.J. Washington.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
early in the season, P.J. Washington, great value pick. We'll have to see how that turns out.
As long as Brandon Miller doesn't give any more guns to shooters, then probably good.
All right, what's your number?
My number for this team, man, I love the beginning. I don't like the end. I'm going to give it a 7.7. It's a good team, but
I'm going 7.6. Just because that back end is so garbage.
It's garbage.
It's garbage. Sorry, Ryland. I hate you because you're a dick.
You guys hate each other.
But it's garbage. You know it. I know it. You won't admit it. We're admitting it. It's garbage. 7.7.
7.7 for a garbage team is kind of high.
The top end is so
I know.
good.
I agree.
Morant in the 6th round.
When Morant comes back, I think this team will be really good. He's got about 5 players that I think are like actual starting calibers, but
you're just a
I would go
mess.
with probably. I'll go 7.0. I think it's definitely got the upside, but there's definitely gaps in this team. Big gaps.
Gaps.
Yeah.
All right,
guards.
Mark Swag team.
Change your
fucking
name.
Thank
Change
you.
your name, bitch.
Come on, man. Mark Spitzer. He is a very interesting fella.
Curmudgeon.
Welcome to the league. He had the 3rd pick.
Here,
Let's see
look
what he
at.
did.
Here's my water review.
Yeah. Nice. That's a good impression. There.
Hot Spence.
He had Giannis, the Greek Freak, at 3. We had Donovan Mitchell, De'Aaron Fox,
Former number 1 overall pick,
Scotty
Donovan Mitchell.
Barnes, and James Harden.
Obviously,
So
can't go wrong with Giannis.
no.
He's always been healthy. Always puts up numbers, double a game.
It's fucking Giannis.
Improving the assist. We'll see how that works with Damian Lillard there. Giannis at 3. It's a great pick. Could have gone 2. Could have gone. Probably wouldn't have gone 1, but could have gone 2. Anything below 2 for a Giannis pick is a great value.
Agreed.
Donovan Mitchell. He's Donovan Mitchell.
He was the 1st overall pick for a minute.
He is a former 1st overall pick, Donovan Mitchell.
Woo!
I like that too. He's a chucker, man. That's
He's
solid
chucker.
as fuck, right?
He's number one option.
Exactly.
Jinx.
De'Aaron Fox.
When available, he's great.
He averaged.
He's had some health stuff in the past.
69 last year, so.
Well,
Yeah, I think
if this team
there's
takes
lack of shooting. All he really does is assists and drive the ball. So
poor
I
man's
guess
Russell
we'll see.
Westbrook.
I guess we'll see.
Well, it's if this team wants to, if Sacramento wants to take the next step as a team and make it deep into the playoffs and fight for a title, he needs to take the next step and hit threes and
Agreed.
be a more overall facilitator. It's weird because Sabonis wants to be that facilitator too, and you like Sabonis, I like Sabonis, Ben likes Sabonis, we like Sabonis,
Boner
we all
for
love
Sabonis.
Sabonis.
Scotty Barnes.
Scotty
No.
Barnes,
No.
just no offensive upside. Can't hit threes.
I had him last year. Barely cracked 40 a game.
No, it was much
No,
more.
I disagree.
It was 59 a game.
He
but-
did have his games, but that.
It was 59 a game.
Okay, he
Let's
had
do that.
3 games a week. 2 of them would be 40. The other one would be like 70.
So apparently there will be 90.
Still smell like ass.
I'm farting. No, Scotty Barnes is better than you say, but that's still too early.
Disagree.
James Harden in the 5th round, big X factor, big question mark.
Big
It just
question mark.
depends
But
on what team Harden
I love
plays
it.
on.
I love it. I love it because
He's
gonna
gambling
play.
man.
Is he going to play this year?
Spitz is a gambling man.
James Harden will play. It's just a matter of wherever he forces his way to.
And win. Like
True.
that.
Yeah,
Kyle-
if he sits out early, man, Spitz is fucked.
Kyle
Rough.
Kuzma.
Rough. Kyle Kuzma,
Love
6,
this
love
pick.
that. Great pick.
Number one
like I said, I
option.
wanted to take him over my boy Jordan Poole,
Yep,
but Jordan
100%.
Poole just shoots so much that I could not
Yeah.
pass up that juicy 4 threes a game. Franz Wagner, like
Love
that
it,
a
love it.
lot.
Yep, I think
Beautiful,
that's-
savvy pick from Spitz.
He doesn't light anything up, but he's good at a lot of stuff.
Number one option in Orlando, right?
Yeah.
Paolo.
Right there.
Yeah, I mean
no,
him and
he's
Paolo.
below Paolo.
Okay. But he averaged 51 a game
You're
last
right.
year. It'll be better. Tyus Jones in the 8th round.
Good facilitator.
Yeah, I've always loved Tyus Jones. I
Yeah.
always owned John Morant.
Tyus Jones just hits threes,
Right.
gets assists. So fill your needs.
Yeah,
Last 2
savvy,
top 10 picks.
Game manager.
Jeremy
Jeremy Grant,
Grant.
gross. RJ Barrett, not terrible. Where he got
At
it.
almost pick 100,
I
RJ
do
Barrett's
agree.
a great spot.
Yes.
It
He's
was
gonna average
very,
50, right?
very good
Easily,
value
yeah.
for where he got him, I think.
He averaged 50.5 last year, and he'll probably average 52 this year. So 11
I'm
through
aware.
15. He's aware. Wendell Carter, John Collins, Jaden Ivey, Colin Sexton, Isaiah Stewart. Hold off a bit here.
Here's my mentality.
I like Wendell
too.
Carter, though.
Wendell Carter,
Wendell Carter
great pick.
best out of those 5 by sure.
Mo Bamba's
by far.
out of town. He's got no competition for center minutes. He's going to start at 5. Paolo's going to start at 4. He's going to eat up some rebounds, block some shots. Just if he can hit those threes that he likes to shoot, great. Going back to his Chicago days, terrible 3-point shooter. We'll have to see how that goes.
Yeah.
John Collins. We'll see how that shakes out in Utah. Jaden Ivey's going to fall back a lot just because Kate Cunningham's back. They got a Stuart Thompson in there now. Bojan's going to get some shots.
Yep.
We'll have to see how that works
Yeah,
out.
it's just dicey with Detroit players, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Any of them. Except Cade.
Colin Sexton going to be a 6th man for that team just because
Yeah,
Jordan
I'm
Clarkson
just-
starts.
I just do not like Colin
I think
Sexton,
I got.
to be honest.
Here's the thing: did he take Colin Sexton over my?
I just
Sure,
don't.
no,
I
he
mean,
didn't.
okay,
No.
Colin Sexton was a good player in Cleveland. Colin Sexton.
He's a bulldog.
He's never shot the ball. All he does is drive to the hole, and that does not get you very far because he
You're right.
doesn't get anything else.
Easy.
He doesn't get
sucks.
rebounds, doesn't get assists. I mean, maybe he'll get assists, but that's about it.
Last 6 picks here: Isaiah Stewart, Miles Bridges, wife beater,
Fresh out of prison.
Naz Reid,
Charges were dropped, actually.
Corey Kispert, Royce O'Neal, Cam Thomas. What do you think, Rob?
I don't like it. Isaiah Stewart's a log jam, although I like beef stew. Miles Bridges, 10-game suspension. Train.
Wild card!
Game on!
Game on!
All right.
Is it done?
Yeah, it's quiet. So beef stew like that. Miles Bridges, the upside's real there, dude.
Yep.
If it's only 10 games,
16th
love that.
round, great value pick.
Nas Reed, he's a handcuff.
Yep.
Corey Kisper, I don't know about that.
He'll hit some threes.
I mean, it's just another
again.
Washington
Royce
player. That's just
O'Neal,
gonna get
yeah,
thrown in
okay.
there.
So the back end is not great.
But I mean, you can also say we can start saying that about every team. To be honest, these last 4 picks are
everyone in the this
If-
league 20 fucking rounds is hell. That's why we
What's
call
up?
it hell.
So what's up?
Welcome to hell.
Yeah, welcome to hell. The starting 5 and 6 with Kuzma, even with 7 with Wagner, is unassailable. I'm giving it an 8.2. I love this team. I love it. I don't like what he did at the end, and we'll see how savvy he is. I think he pays attention. He plays around
So
the league.
8.2 is your overall
8.2.
ranking.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm gonna go 7.5 overall, right in the middle of the pack there, just because the back end weighs down the top end so much. If Harden plays and plays well, Spitz in his first year could be vying for a Final Four spot in the final.
Wow.
So we'll
Benny?
see.
I'll go 7-6. I think he's got a pretty good team. Obviously, there's gaps in this team, a lot of them. I don't
think there's one team in this league that is completely built.
True.
perfectly.
I will agree with that. So, I mean, at that point, you could negate my point. But I just think Spitz missed on a couple picks. I mean, obviously, he hit on some, too. But I think there's players that probably aren't going to produce what they should.
All right, Domdu, Robert Capizella, shout out Kappa, my old
R.I.P.
my old guy. All right, he's not dead. Yeah,
Oh, shit. Scared me for a second.
All right, Luka Doncic at 2, Devin Booker, Paul George, Paulo Banchero, and Evan Mobley rounding out the top 5. Pretty sexy. Paul George at 22, I don't like. I mean, Luka's solid. Devin Booker.
I had Devin Booker, Paul George, and Bradley Beal last year. I traded for Bradley Beal mid-season. They're all chuckers. So when they play, they're great. Devin Booker's going to play more than Paul George. Bradley Beal's in Phoenix now with Devin Booker, so both of them. Bradley Beal's definitely going to take a step back in his scoring, at least.
Bradley Beal's his 6th pick, by the way. That's well.
Out of those 5, Booker, George, Beal, Banchero, and Mobley, I think Paul George is probably his best pick out of those.
Really? That's his worst pick.
To me, I think it's the best.
No, I wouldn't say worst. Bradley Beal's probably the worst of those
I think
5.
Bradley Beal is the worst pick out of those. Honestly, I think Bradley Beal is probably the worst pick of his entire team because
there's Ben Simmons on there.
Ben Simmons is a great pick.
Grant Williams.
Big Ben Simmons guy this year.
Grant Williams is on
you
there.
don't know Evan Mobley? You have no thoughts on that? 42nd
obviously,
overall?
Evan
I love
Mobley at 42 is fantastic.
I love that pick.
Yeah.
But I think Paul George is not
He
going to
averaged
not play this
62
year.
last year.
And he's going to take a step forward.
Is he?
Yes.
To me, Bradley Beal is just, I mean, he's on a team with 2 other stars. Never been on a team with another star. Okay, John Wall.
Yeah, I get
but
that.
that's it. He's never had to share shots. This dude's not going to know what the fuck he's doing.
I agree. Bradley Beal's
Get him out of
worst
the
pick.
NBA.
So you think Mobley's going to average way more than my 5th round pick?
Who's your 5th round pick?
The chucker, Jordan Poole.
Yes.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, because Jordan Poole can
Rebounds,
go
assists, and
2
blocks.
games with 40 and then 5 with less than 10.
Oh.
Mobley will consistently
You're in
at
for a
least
rude
get
awakening with
15
Jordan
and
Poole,
8.
Rob.
We'll see. We will see. I'll be jerking off to that Jordan Poole fucking stat line all year long.
Yeah,
son.
we'll see. You might be
6
going
through
dry
10,
all year.
Bradley Beal, C.J. McCollum, Scoot Henderson, Chris Middleton, and Jonas Valanciunas, which actually is pretty cool.
Yeah, I like 9th and 10th round picks. Chris Middleton and at 82, Valanciunas 99. Valanciunas is double-double every night. Chris Middleton with another star there. We'll see where his
we
shots
saw
go.
how far of a step back he took last year.
Well, he was hurt last year.
Even still, when he was out in the court, the dude was straight hot dog water out there.
Who's that?
Chris Middleton.
Hot dog
Oh,
water.
well, he was coming off an injury.
Yeah,
still
Middleton
trash.
in the 9th round's great.
True. I mean,
And
9th
Simmons
round
might,
is
so
good.
would you rather
but
have Tobias
I just-
or would you rather have Middleton?
Truthfully, I would rather have Tobias Harris.
Really? So
I
I'd have
would.
Middleton. I would.
Scoot Henderson could be a big wild card, just depending on how much he scores with
I
Simons
love
there.
that Scoot pick.
It's just rookie in the 8th round, scary.
I do agree.
We'll have to see. Not even the worst rookie pick of the draft, 2nd worst, but we'll see how he does in Portland. Looking at 11 through 20, the rest of his bench, just some highlights. You got Ben Simmons in the 12th round. Right before that, Brandon Miller, shooter 2.0. Onyeka on Kongwu in the 13th.
Congo's great. I love him.
Yeah.
Really. Eventually, he's got to take over Clint Capella. He's a better
Clint
player.
Capella is just an NPC out there. The motherfucker just exists.
But then he'll never go away.
All right.
that's
After
true.
Okongwu, we really fall off for me. You got Brogdon at 14, Grant Williams 15th, Oubre Jr. 16th, Cole Anthony 17th.
Cole Anthony
He
on
loves
that
Cole
bench.
Anthony. He loves
Cole
Cole
Anthony
yeah.
low, I think, was really
That was a
He
good
can have-
pick.
if he plays 30 minutes a game, he's amazing.
Even if he just starts and plays 25, I think you're still getting everything.
Bogdanovich, I had him last year. Fucking hot and
behind
cold.
Trey and DeJounte.
Hot and cold, hot and
McConnell
cold.
and Payne, he's got a couple handcuffs there. He'll
Yep.
drop those guys. The
Nah,
bench
Payne will
the
get some
bench is suspect.
I do agree.
The starting lineup
Mainly
is
because of Grant
solid.
Williams.
Very solid.
It's mostly the top 7 is solid, and then after that you have question marks, right? With
I do agree.
I'm gonna lead this off for Kappa.
Yeah, what do you got?
7-9.
That's
Not
very
quite
nice.
to that 8.0 threshold because of the bench. None of these teams stand out if anything more than an 8.85. So 7-9, he's top half of the middle of the pack. He'll be fighting for a spot in the end. We'll see how everything shakes out.
Benny?
I'll go 7-1 just because I think 2 of his top 6 players, I think 1 are sharing the ball between the 2 of them, and 2 are going to take a step back because they obviously they're not even the number 1 on their team. Kevin Durant's still there, so I think Booker and Beal kind of are going to hurt him in the long run.
Yeah, and Paul George is still not the number 1 there.
True.
I mean, he is. when
He is,
plays,
but he isn't.
He is when he plays. If they do the thing where they take games off on different nights, right? Paul George is going to be great.
Yeah.
I'm going
except when he takes the night
7-5.
off.
I'm going 7-5. I love McCollum in the 7th.
Yeah, that was a very good pick.
Middleton's solid. Like, the bench is just an issue.
I do
And
agree.
The Ben Simmons upside, that was real.
Yeah.
If it is, I don't know. If not.
I mean, Ben Simmons truly could make or break his
And
bench.
just having Luka, I'm going to give it that. It's not great. I think I'm a little overrating this team just because I do believe in Kappa as a player. He's in this league for a long time.
Oh, Kappa knows his
and
shit.
He knows
what
his
he's
shit.
doing.
So, that's why I'm going
Love
to
you,
give
Caps.
it down. All right. Draft stock down any takers. This is from last year. Hopefully he changes his name. Jeff.
Can we just
we're gonna beat this team up.
Can we just touch on what happened at the start of the draft? Quick?
Yeah. So apparently he drafted Donovan
First
Mitchell,
of all,
18th over.
I'm going to make this rule myself for the league for future years. No takesies, backsies.
Yes.
You draft
For the
Donovan
record-
Mitchell first.
Well,
you taking
I
Donovan
was
Mitchell
put
first.
For the
pretty
record,
tough
I
position,
said
so-
that in the chat on the draft.
You did.
I was the one that said that.
I was in a pretty tough position. Let's go through his team here. Number 1, easiest pick ever is Jokic. Now, you may be asking me, how can he fuck up this pick? Because you have a guy that averages 105.
By taking Donovan Mitchell, that's how.
Well, I mean, I'd rather have him do that and not fuck up his 2 through 5. Because we're going to go through it.
fuck,
Mikal
man.
Bridges at 2. Victor Wembanyama at 3. Jalen Brunson at 4. And Chet Holmgren at 5.
That number
He
1's
has
good.
nothing.
Yeah, his number
nothing.
1's pretty good. I'll say that.
Jeff, I'm sorry, but you're going to be fighting for a win this year. I think.
I mean, people are a lot
No.
higher on Mikal Bridges this year than previous.
I think-
understandably.
I think Bridges will be fine.
I think
He's
so.
not
So
worthy of a
Bridges
second
averaged
round pick.
58 last year. I'm
It'll
guessing he
step
probably
up.
averaged
65.
65
Yep.
with Brooklyn. He'll probably average 70 this
Yep.
year. But your second round pick averaging 70, not great. That's a third
I do
round
agree.
pick value.
Well, and then also 2 of his top 5 picks, Wemby and Chet. Chet didn't play at all last year. Wemby, it's his first time in the
They're
NBA.
fucking aliens.
It's
They're-
essentially
we don't
2
know.
rookie aliens.
We don't know.
It's 2 rookie
And
spitzes.
okay, all right, I'm gonna ask you
Wembanyama-
this.
hold
What
on.
is Wemby's upside? Like, what is if he not how many games
Curry,
he plays?
truthfully,
80. I do
Well,
believe he has 80.
no.
He could average
first year.
Yeah, he could.
First year 80.
We've seen it with
Second,
other
third
guys.
year he'll be
he could
top
be
5
Jokic.
pick.
Yeah.
He could be more than Jokic, to be honest.
Yeah,
But like right now,
right now max 75.
No, to me, I think his lowest will be 70. I think
Average?
on the low
Okay.
end, Wemby's
but
average will be
this is
70.
how we don't like the pick. We don't know how
Still.
many games he's gonna play.
Exactly.
They should
21st
not.
overall.
They're gonna be bad.
For
Jeff,
taking a
I-
rookie
Jeff-
21, that's
Jeff,
tough,
I am
man.
sorry you lucked out getting the redraft with number 1 overall because you should have stuck with Donovan Mitchell because you
Probably would've
fucked
given you a
with
better
everything
lot.
else.
Well, no, because then he'd really be bad. Jalen Brunson. Now this is a good pick because Jalen
I had
Brunson
JB
averaged
last year.
67 last year.
But
the
I
guy's
will
a baller.
I will say
He's-
this about Jalen Brunson, that yes, he'll get his obviously 25 and 8 games, but then he's also going to have his games where he just does nothing.
Shout out Stevenson High School.
So I'm going to tell you right now, like Chet Holmgren's a bad pick because
Yes.
6th overall we had Shea. Okay, we also had
Williams.
Josh Giddey taking the 5th round. We had that motherfucker take who was the guy in the 7th round?
Jalen Williams.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now you also have Chet Holmgren in the 5th round.
Yeah.
No team has
It's
that many
just-
players going that high.
Yep.
In
It's just-
OKC, what is Chet Holmgren's upside? Again, same with Wembanyama.
It's
Is he a 70
honest to
guy?
God,
I
him
mean,
and Wemby are the exact same player.
but he can't. There's way more mouths in that offense.
Agreed.
And
It'll
that
be
good?
easier. It'll be easier for Wembanyama to hit that number than it will be for Chet.
And Chet was 5th, but 41
But
overall, man.
None of them are going to hit it.
If
That's the thing.
Chet hits that threshold, then I don't even want to know what Shea's numbers are dropping to, because he's going to take a significant drop if Chet.
His next 3 picks are fine for me. Just go through 6 through 10 quick.
Yeah,
We got Devin Vassell, Jalen Green 7th round, Keegan Murray 8th round. Love that pick.
I know Rob loves
Trey
Devin
Jones 9th round, Chris Paul 10th round. Dude loves the San Antonio Spurs, man. Holy shit!
That's a
You
lot
got
of
what?
Spurs.
5 Spurs on your team?
Vassell. Hey,
Holy
Popovich
fuck.
having them players, man.
He does have 4 of his starting.
Oh
And in
shit!
it-
I
that's
didn't even
not good.
realize that.
That's not good, Jeff. You get
Why?
Oh boy!
man, Jeff. Man, Jeff.
I
No,
bet
it's
you would have
3.
drafted
It's 3.
Popovich.
It's Trey Jones, it's Vassell, and it's Wembanyama. It's
Oh,
3.
yeah. I was looking at Keegan Murray.
Yeah, same.
and
I did that. Okay.
CC.
Now Trey Jones is a starter,
Mm-hmm.
but like I would have much rather have who's the starting point guard in Washington right now?
Tyus Jones?
Tyus Jones. I'd rather have
His
Tyus
brother?
Jones. Yeah, I'd rather have Tyus Jones.
Yeah.
Right. And who would probably after that?
Just go back up to 6. Devin Vassell is going to get your points. That's
I
your
love
number.
Vassell.
Yeah, I was gonna
That's
say
your-
this is the biggest Vassell fan.
I was
we
right
had.
about him last
You
year, was
were
I not? You know what he
Until-
averaged?
Motherfucker got a bag
Until
this summer.
Wembanyama takes a step as their number 1 overall,
57 last year.
Vassell's number 1 option in San
But
Antonio.
he's not.
They're
No,
just
Kelvin
gonna be-
Johnson is.
They're going to be garbage.
1A, 1B, and
Yeah.
then Wembanyama.
Truthfully,
Yeah.
Wemby
Who
is
is
number
one?
1 option.
So I'm saying, but I took Vassell in the 13th round last year. That's why it
Yeah.
makes sense.
Jalen Green 7th round. He's going to put up
I like it.
numbers.
Yeah, I like it.
Keegan
But
Murray taking a
Jalen
step
Green
forward.
averaged 56 last year. How much more is he going to average now?
Especially on a Houston team with so much mouths
Yeah.
to feed.
Keegan Murray.
He loves Keegan. This dude loves
I love Keegan. I think it's a great pick.
A lot of
Keegan
threes.
Murray is going to do great this year.
50 maybe. See, he averaged
50,
43 last year.
55.
Okay.
55. Could touch
Trey
60.
Jones, bad. Chris Paul. Okay. I
Chris
get that.
Paul's
Chris
the big
Paul's probably
wild
the best
card.
pick.
Yeah, truthfully, out of those,
Chris
yeah.
fucking Paul, man.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
You just know he's going to take a massive step back because he's not going to get the playing time.
I
He's
think,
not. Anytime he's on the floor, he's not going to be number 1 option.
Right.
well, the thing is, when he's on the floor and he has the ball in his hands, what's he going to do? It's going to be a Curry coming off a screen, passing it right to him for a 3. All he's going to get is assists.
Yeah.
Chris Paul's not going to score.
No.
He's not going to get any.
11 through 15, Benedict Mathurin. Love it.
yeah, that's
Love
a really
it.
good pick. I
It
love
was,
it.
Hold on.
it was Toppin or him for me.
Think
Toppin
Benedict-
had more upside in my mind. I know you don't agree. What do you mean?
Benedict Mathurin. Think
They're on the same shit.
Colin Sexton with scoring ability.
No, I love him. But
Yeah.
Obi Toppin is a rebounder.
no.
So
No,
No.
Mathurin puts up the same rebound numbers as
you're
a
an
guard.
idiot. Shaden Sharp at 12, Patrick Williams at 13, Trey
He
Murphy,
will, baby.
and Isaiah Thompson.
A sword.
So I love Mathurin.
Mathurin, Sharp, Trey
Sharp,
Murphy,
okay.
Kachuk.
Trey
Patrick
Murphy,
Williams,
no, Trey Murphy bad.
best bench player.
No,
he's
he's a
got.
3. 3 and D. Typical
What?
3 and D.
Yeah, 40 a game, bro. What are you looking at? That's a fucking waiver wire, dude. Patrick Williams, I see the upside where the trade happens and he becomes actually a feature of our offense. Right now, that man takes 5 shots a game. What are you
We'll
looking
see.
at?
We'll
Better,
see.
he's better than that.
I agree, but they don't see him as that. Thompson, I mean, I don't know. Detroit's fucking logjam, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
AJ Griffin, Hachimura, Nemhard, Hunter, and Drew
Eubanks. Do you know English?
No.
I think
he's
Hachimura.
PhD.
True.
Or
and he's
I'm
Amish.
like 9
I think Hachimura's probably. Yeah, that's the biggest one he's got.
I wanted him just because
I did too. I was really
week
looking at
1.
him.
Just week 1. All these guys are
Yeah.
droppable.
Oh yeah.
I don't like the bench at all.
Yeah, I mean,
At all. I don't like any of this team,
well,
honestly.
okay, dude, look at his bench. His best bench player is Chris Paul. And at that
No,
point,
he's a
you
starter.
can start Chris Paul over Trey Jones.
His best bench player is Benedict
Bro,
Mathurin.
how he turned Jokic into this team, and we might eat our words because I've been telling you this. Jeff, savvy fantasy player. Baseball, basketball, football, the guy knows his shit, and he's done pretty well in this league. He had a couple.
Yeah,
last
I
year
do
was
agree.
bad, but like he might know something we don't. But I created this league 13 years ago. I know what a good team is. This is not a good team.
No.
I'm giving this a 5.5. Not as bad as Alex, but it is bad.
Yeah.
You got Jokic, and you just have this.
What's your number?
You got no upsides, dude.
I'm gonna go 5.9. It's hard for me to even put that as a 6.0. Truthfully, I love the team. Just in this league, it is gonna be shit because you just have truthfully nobody. You have Jokic. That's about it.
Cut back to whatever I gave Alec. I don't remember what I gave
4.0.
Alec. 4.0. We're going 4.9.
Yeah.
It's
Not as
just
bad
not
as
there.
Alex, but
Yeah.
it's. I just don't know
Alec, you
what
got
you
a shit
have. I mean,
If you get 1-1, courtesy of Mark Spitzer, the worst name drawer in fucking planet Earth, you got to do better with 2 through 5 than you did with your team. It's just garbage.
Yeah, I do agree.
You passed on Paul George for Mikal Bridges. You passed on
Siakam for Wembanyama.
Siakam for Wembanyama.
Yeah, take that.
You
Yeah, I
passed
mean,
on
Dude, Lemby
fucking
shouldn't have gone before
Paolo.
the 5th round.
You passed on fucking James
You know what he
Harden,
should've
Evan
done?
Mobley.
He could have taken
Kuzma.
I like the Brunson pick, right?
Yeah,
Take
I do like the Brunson pick.
Take Darius Garland instead of Chet. Agreed?
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
at that point, I'd
Take-
rather see him take Brunson as his second pick than Mikal Bridges.
Take James Harden over Chet.
Yeah, he could have taken
Yeah.
Tyler Hero instead of
Oh my god, yeah.
Vassell. McCollum instead of Jalen Green. Like, there's just a lot of options.
Yeah.
I don't know
Jeff,
how Jalen Green pick,
Jeff,
but,
I'm
like,
sorry. I don't know you, man, but this was fucking terrible.
He could have taken Chris Middleton ahead of Keegan Murray. He could have taken...
I think you missed a lot of opportunities, Jeff.
Last
Gotta
year,
capitalize those.
last year,
We're not
I-
trying to be mean either.
No.
Like,
Last year, I
honestly.
said Sprague had the worst team, and it ended up being pretty bad. This is
So, yeah, I mean, maybe
1A,
we don't
1B
even know what
worst
we're
team
fucking
with
talking about, bro. Like...
we don't. We're fucking morons.
Yeah, I mean, we're
Well,
just
I'm
a
not
bunch of
alarmed,
curmudgeons up
but-
here behind a mic. We're just talking.
Yeah, we're just talking.
It's
We're
not
just
our
shooting
fault
shit.
that they draft shit
All right.
teams.
Here, what are your predictions? Top who's in the championship match this year?
Me. Just
Without-
based on recent history.
No,
My team doesn't
team.
say so.
That's
Team
I still
only.
think I have a decent team.
That's a
y'all
fun
hate on,
Team
y'all
only.
hate on Jordan Poole.
Team
I mean,
only. Who is the final two? Who's last standing in the
Well,
championship?
who did I
match?
say was the best teams?
Yeah, I don't even know what I gave
Ryland.
rankings, to be honest.
Ryland's got a good team.
Spitz has a decent team.
JD's got a good team. Mark's got a good team. And then your team's okay.
Us three right here.
Kappa.
We're gonna be fighting for that 3-4. I think.
No, I'm gonna be number one.
Shut up. No, you're
Dude,
not.
are you fucking with me?
You're not.
Have you not seen what happened?
I know. I'm talking just team
I mean,
only.
I'm
I'm not
gonna
talking
win,
about your
so-
30 fucking waivers a week.
That's not why. My streams are good.
I'm
just-
saying.
Not because I do
Can
more
we
streams.
just
it's
settle this
45 fucking
conversation?
max.
I'm gonna win the league. You can just pay me now. I think we'll be fine.
If we
You?
do anything like we're doing
Yeah,
for
me.
football right now, we're fucking running this shit.
Yeah, you're doing good the first half of the year. Congratulations.
Rob, we have high points in 4 weeks.
Yeah. Do you know who has a 3P champion? Who's a 3P champion?
Who's losing this week?
I had 4 guys on bye.
So did we.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 3P champion.
Okay, good. We settled it. I'm gonna
I'll
win
give
this
you
3P
league.
kudos.
champion.
I'm winning
This is
hard at lunch
I've won
pail.
6 out of 12 in this
I did.
league.
Settled.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep on doing it. Now, who can get second or who can beat me in the championship game? How about that? Y'all can fucking battle for that,
Okay,
buddy.
I'll see you outside of the playoffs when I'm winning. and
Hey,
you're paying
man,
me.
I don't really like my
We'll settle
team,
it.
but I got a lot of guys that can play some ball.
All right. You know what? It's 8:15. I want to go home, Rob.
That's still pretty early. That's fine. All right, hey.
Nice.
I gotta
just
work
started.
tomorrow.
Rob's Roundtable had a great time. Thanks to these guys, the Bartell
Sir.
brothers, for coming on.
Thanks for having us on.
It's a tradition unlike any other. This league is the League of Leagues. It's Welcome to Hell.
Welcome to hell, baby.
But I might change it to Welcome to Hell, honestly. Because
Honestly,
it makes a
instead
lot
of hard
sense.
hat lunch
makes
pail, it's better.
so much more
But
sense.
it is a great league. It's fun. The people in it are great.
Go watch the golf video.
Yeah,
we
watch
had
the
a
golf
great
video, too.
time. Rob
Like and
kicked my
subscribe.
ass. Like and subscribe. Be on the lookout for more content coming in the future.
It's professional
A lot of
fanatics,
content,
baby.
man.
Professional fanatics,
Hey,
baby.
hey, here's to
Shooting
the
that out.
basketball season. Let's have one hell
Yeah,
of an NBA
let's
season
go,
this
man.
year.
I'm
happy for him.
aware.
He's aware. I'm happy for the NBA season.
I'm
All
aware.
right, 3-way
Hell yeah,
pound.
boys.
3-way pound.
Let's go, boys.
And it's been a complete joy.
Well, I lied earlier tonight. It's not a burn from Dunkin' Donuts coffee. It's herpes. You should get yourself tested.
Hey, Stewie.
How long have you been there?
Long enough to know you have herpes and do weird stuff with your teddy bear.
He does weird stuff. I just don't stop him.